everybody, and welcome to another episode of Asian's Return. Tonight we're playing a game, a campaign story set in Frostmark system.
Over the corpse of a lover. Ex-lover.
Ooh, good one.
Ooh, that was... Yes, Acheron had a very non-reaction in a very Acheron way. And we were all just like, okay, get over here. We are...
It's old territory. It's happened before. It's nothing new.
Hugs, healing.
At least I got to confirm her death this time. Am I right?
Ajax. Yeah, we were like trying our best to be comforting, but like, you know, trying not to be patronizing, but probably end up being patronizing because that's how grief is. The group, I guess, then begins to scour Medea's body for anything useful because we are
literal garbage.
We're a bit of a tight. We're a bit tight on resources, and we kind of need every advantage we can get.
He's not using them.
Let's desecrate a corpse, yeah.
It's happened before. Is any greater desecration than making them not a corpse anymore in the first place?
Spot the necromancer.
Yeah, we take some time to be like, okay, so this has happened. What do we do now? We talk about what to do with the body and what the hell we're gonna do about Dennis.
We did negotiate his life.
We just don't kill him.
Yeah, we were like,
She never being the voice of reason. Like, hey,
present
you
him with
really
a
gotta
choice.
kill this guy full of hope and dreams.
And never being the voice of sentimentality.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's also a dude's life. He's been helping us this whole time.
It's a liability.
Poor guy. Yeah, the group holds a small funeral for Medea, creating a cairn of stones down by the waterside. Acheron marks the grave with a feather, and we do some minor swearing of vengeance, as one does, you know. And then we all return to camp to find Dennis and Bogdana waiting for us.
Bogdana smoking.
About the horse.
Oh, and there was a horse. Yeah, we're like...
We're like, where the fuck did you get the horse?
Look at my
How did Celia
horse!
get here? And Aaron was
The horse
like...
is amazing.
Celia just told us what Aaron wanted to.
Yeah, he just found us. But then it's not long until Bogdana points out that Celia's Fae.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dennis inquires about Medea, and we're all like, okay. So here's the thing, buddy.
You have two choices. You can die now or you can die later.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you're hunted, bestie. Have fun with that.
Yeah,
you can never go home.
Apparently we've learned two things. This guy's 19, and this is the first moment where he's realized his life is forfeit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, let's be honest here. He was dead the second he was assigned to this job.
That's true.
Like, the second Aaron didn't die, Dennis was going to. So, if anything, Aaron's prolonged his life now.
Wait, you blaming me for
Yes,
this guy's
it is your fault.
fate?
Your
Excuse
existence
me.
has caused the death of so many NPCs, I hope you know.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first NPC.
Directly.
Yeah, you are not solely, but mainly responsible for, like, the systematic doom of several NPCs.
Well,
He's not responsible for the way the church operates.
That's
Anyway, back to the recap.
thank you.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, yeah, Dennis is like, okay, I'm gonna stick around, make my mama proud, and then goes to sleep again. And then Acheron's like, I've been poisoned, Bogdana, please help. And it's like, that's Corona. You have liver damage. Don't die.
Oh no.
anyway,
And
I diagnose you with fuck-up syndrome.
and then also Bogdana talks about the poison that she gave you, which was apparently wolfsbane intended to be used on the Countess.
Yeah.
Did she want that back, or do I still have that?
You still have it, yeah. I
Yeah.
believe so.
Okay.
For now, she says that you are more deftly like gonna deliver it for her, you know.
And then Aaron has his
I'm
sword
assassinating her.
funky stuff that we assume, we hypothesize is pointing us in the direction of the other stone.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like a compass.
So we do know that the two stones are connected then.
We're hypothesizing. It's a reasonable assumption. We don't know.
We got Aaron got the assumption that, especially because it was coupled with the message from the skull, that the two gems kind of like want to be.
Yeah, return my sister or whatever it said.
Yeah, like they're a pair as opposed to just individuals, so they want to be closer together, direction to where the gem is.
Yeah. Then we head for a break, and upon awaking, we discuss our new compass direction. Acheron is like, okay, why are we even here? What the hell are we doing? And then we all are like, okay, so here are the things we want to do.
It was like, why are we doing this in the first place? Like, if we're going to do this, we need to be fucking honest about why we're all here. To which everyone but Acheron had a really good reason.
Oh, poor Acheron.
Acheron's reason was because the only person I love is here.
That is a very good reason.
It's a good reason.
It's a fair reason. Yeah, and then we talk about like our cover story and like how we're gonna do this. Titania identifies the bag of holding and then pours it out, which gives us the like the letter and the clause. It says, "Here's an invitation to the Raven Wars," that has Titania and Acheron's name on it, and also like a little PS saying any hirelings or trustworthy individuals are allowed to accompany you. So that's convenient. Yeah. We also, Acheron shares some information about the Soul Gem, and their history with where they were found in Acheron's hometown, and that was the reason why the Cardinal Irene was even in Acheron's hometown in the first place. And then Aaron and Titania have a private conversation about where Aaron expresses some gratitude. And then we share some souls to make sure they are spread out more evenly, because Titania has been doing a little bit of hoarding.
Put it that way.
Yeah.
Reaping is another word.
Yes.
Hoarding if you're the only one capable of gathering them.
Aaron can gather them. It's just Titania is all about the slurping the souls out real quick. Fresh and squishy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's on top of it. And then Aaron also asks her to hold on to the hair clip still, which she has been keeping safe in an inside coat pocket. And then we head eastward, and there is a talk between Aaron and Acheron.
Turns out
About how
Aaron's
boring I am.
people are really boring.
Yep.
And Aaron doesn't know what pranks are, which is very important information going forward.
Hey, I hear that, Lola.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Tee hee.
And as the day comes
Focus
to a
on
close, Bogdana's familiar Gorkov leads us to a log cabin in the middle of the mountains, which is fresh and well stocked, and we're all like,
I never said about well stocked. It was just fresh.
I mean, it went fine for Goldilocks. What's the worst that could happen?
And then we bed down for the night, but then Titania is
Spam call.
is pestered by Irene. Spam called is a good way to put it, because she sent not one, but multiple sendings.
Two.
Titania.
Multiple.
She sent two sendings to Titania, both of which she refused to respond to.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I actually had in my notes two like divergent things. Like either Titania says fuck off, or she doesn't answer at all. That was my two options then.
Yep.
I was completely right.
You know, it's almost like you know my character after 30
Wow!
seconds.
Okay, carry on.
Alright, and that was last session. We left off in the middle of the night after that, and Titania being like, oh god, oh fuck.
Yeah, late in the night, basically. Thank you! Oh god, I could hear myself. Scary.
We also mentioned just at the end there, I suppose, that whether or not we stay there or we move on real quick. Like that was this back and forth about how safe
Titania's
are we?
spellbook, yeah.
Yeah,
Whether
and like,
we kind of risk them getting a head start by having her copy everything over into her the non-tracked spell book, so that she
I
hasn't
don't
got a
think-
way
We'll
of
say
tracking that way, or we leave and then she can be able to find us every time you take the book out.
I will say, I don't think that's going to happen this session because Bexxy and I we're talking about reworking the spellbook mechanics because it's weird.
Yeah.
Well, that
So-
sucks for
We've been
me because
talking
I
about
wanted to make some poison. That's fine. I
And then
swear,
lose it
weird
again.
how
fucking
how does it
apple
change?
I need my frickin' cyanide gas I've been trying to make since session 2.
Hello, JJ. Welcome. I mean, you can still copy over spells into a second spell book, you know, to carry it with you. You will still get benefits on. I think I'm gonna go with the whole idea that you get benefits on soul checks when you cast with your spellbook in hand. And therefore, having another spellbook that is not being tracked in the future, who gives you this benefit, is still going to be beneficial to go through this whole soul cost of doing it. But learning from it will just be a less potential cost. I'm probably sure I'm gonna go with that. So.
Cool.
Up to you how you want to do it. You will not be able to, you know, put down all the spells. They're quite a lot since you have 2 now. 2 spellbooks. But I did send you the link to a document where you have both of the spellbooks and what you have discovered and what you don't know. Indeed.
Do we know whether she's able to track Osprey's
All
one?
spellbooks.
Okay.
It's reasonable to assume that she can.
Okay.
and we haven't had a long rest yet, right?
No. So, after the warm explosion of colors, the sunset allowed your eyes to feast upon, the world was quickly cast in shadows. Now the world has shrunk to the tight circle of heat and warmth in this rustic log cabin. The only reminder of the world outside is the lively and unregular wind that caresses the soft panes of the exterior wood. 6 faces are harshly lit up from below and from the front by the central fire pit as they lean in and process the message the Cardinal sent to Titania and discuss their future plans. Is there anything more that we should be said, or what we should think about, or plan ahead in the last minutes of this day before we succumb to sleep?
I recommend I'll probably put out some sort of alarm or something to tell us if something's creeping around.
Are we not doing watches?
We are, but at the same time, we can keep the door closed so that we can actually get some rest without the cold wind coming in. And if Titania puts an alarm around the
I can set an alarm spell. Remind me, Bexxy, does casting as a ritual cost souls? Or do I still make the soul check, or?
You don't need to do a soul check, nor do you need to spend. Like, there's no risk of losing souls unless it specifies that it's consumption.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah, Titania is going to go ahead and cast alarm around the room that we're in and make sure the door is alarmed up. That should keep us safe. Just a little silver thread kind of lighting up around the edge of the room. If anything comes in or attempts to come in, we'll know.
Then Aaron will like close the door after Titania comes in, like I guess finds a chair, and like does the whole wedge the chair up against the door. And then do an assessment of like how easy would it be to break in from inside.
How easy does Acheron think it would be to break in that door given the situation?
Well, the door is pretty hefty, considering that this cabin is built for the mountains and strong winds. It's all the hinges are fresh. There's no water damage, or dry damage. The chair is also, fresh and new, and all the screws are not rusted. It would require considerable strength to make the door rattle from underneath the handle, or break the hinges themselves. So, there are some windows with, 2 panes of glass, but the windows are super duper tiny. So it's not like you can't really even crawl out of them.
Hey.
Do we though? No, because we could just remove the chair then. I guess Acheron will do the assessment and turn to Aaron and say, well, as long as they don't set the house on fire with us inside, we should be good.
That's the spirit.
Acheron just gives you a motionless thumbs up.
Aaron continues to evaluate safety concerns, I suppose.
Could Acheron fit through those windows if they were
Now
broken?
Depends how hard you get shoved through.
Now I'm curious. Would somebody setting a fire count as touching the alarmed area? Because that is part of the wording of the spell. Brain
That
thoughts.
is interesting.
How close do you have to get to set the fire?
I'm just gonna put that question out into the ether. You don't have to answer, Bexxy. I'm sure we will know eventually.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of if... Does Acheron know of any, So looking at this from an
I can actually
assassin's point of view...
easily answer that. It specifies when a creature touches it. So when a thing or a natural thing, touches it, doesn't count. Sorry, carry on. Question.
Unsettling.
So from an assassin's point of view, if Acheron was trying to break into this house to murder everyone, aside from the door and the windows, is there anything else Acheron would consider for getting in? From our combined expertise of trying to murder people.
Okay, well, looking around, I mean, it does require some setup. I mean, it can be like a false part of the roof. There can be space underneath the floorboards, the secret tunnel. A pretty easy way could be perhaps to smash the windows and just aim crossbows into the room.
Okay.
Fire would all, of course, force you out at some point.
Can Acheron, this is a really, Acheron's gonna bring up these concerns to Aaron, and I think the tunnel underneath is the biggest possibility. So Acheron's just gonna do the sensible thing and go around and stomp on the floor and look for a hollow space. Secret trapdoor based on hollow sounds in the floor, unless it all sounds hollow, in which case sucks for us.
The conspicuous rugs covering the ground.
Yeah, no.
There's just a giant rug that says trapdoor here, like big red letters.
The pattern
An
is the
angry
trapdoor.
X. An angry X is splattered over it. Yeah, no rugs, no X's, no text. When interacting with the floorboards, there is a little bit of a hollow sound to it, but it's not the most gigantic echo. So there is some space between the floorboards and the ground, but is not enough. It would be hardly enough for anybody to crawl underneath. Somebody would have to be really, really tiny to do that. It's mostly to make sure that the ground remains, the floorboards in this place remains warm.
So basically what I'm getting is Acheron tells them, it's a good thing I'm not the one trying to kill you right now.
Yeah, that's true. You might have fit underneath the floorboards.
It's why Acheron being like, this is why all of our assassins are children.
Mm.
They're all as teeny as you.
Well, children tend to be.
I mean, now that you're all grown up.
Size is a factor when being selected. Medea and I were similar height and build, weren't we?
Is there anyone that you think could fit under here?
Several people, I'm sure. Besides, I'm quite old for an assassin with the agents. Most of them, depending on how freshly graduated they are, somewhere between 14 and 20 probably.
Well, at least we're all...
Donna, what do you think
together.
about this conspicuous hut? We're all suspecting something here, but... What do you
Need to
think?
get my old voice going.
I knew it was a ruse.
I don't know why you all are fussing about, really. I mean, isn't it
Because
quite obvious that they have been aiding us? Whoever did all of this the whole trip. I mean, just look at those stones with the black paint showing us away. The pulley systems. This is probably some kind of place where those Ravenmoor people used to camp, going back and forth from the digging site. It could be interesting. I mean, if we do get visitors, it's probably some Ravenmoors, more of the people going there for some reason, wanting to camp here at night, and then, well, either we share or we kill each other. Just as easy as that.
Is sharing an option?
It depends upon
Yeah.
them.
Well, surely killing them is the safer option. The more effective one, anyway.
It depends on who arrives.
Anyway.
Exactly.
Everyone arrives.
And
Now, we
but
can't
by
predict
now,
the future.
considering the weather and considering the time of the night, who would be stupid enough to travel around on a mountain in the middle of the night?
Yeah.
Assassins.
Who would be out hunting people regardless of weather or time? It's so unlike anyone to have assassins that dedicated. Like their life depends on it or something.
For now, I think that's enough sass for one evening. We can't know the future, so let's just set up watches and hope that the alarm is fine.
Well, I kinda
just
can know
saying.
the future, you just have to ask.
Acheron looks like they're ready to smack Bogdana. Like genuinely, the amount of malice that enters Acheron's eyes in that moment.
I can throw the bones.
Is that a euphemism?
If you would like to practice some divination, I would not be opposed to it. Given the circumstances, we are in a significant amount of danger.
Could just see how it is if we stay here for the night. Something simple.
How, like, do you know how long what the bones could say? Is it like a long period of time, or is it just within the next few minutes, perhaps?
How the fuck do bones tell you anything?
That's usually pretty, like, shorter amount of time, that's true, but certainly does not harm anybody. Would we be attacked in the next half of an hour? Let me throw the bones. Are you able to tell the future at all, young lady? Now don't complain.
Me? I mean, I've been practicing divination magic for some time, but I'm not great at it. Let's eat.
But
Let's
it's
go
also
down for the night.
tiresome to do this kind of stuff. We can just also go to sleep and just have watches and just hope for the best. That also
Are we
works.
gonna be attacked in the next half an hour, Bone Lady, or not?
If you ask politely, I will tell you.
I think I'd rather die.
Well,
You
Don't like
learn.
that, will you?
Acheron, I get it. You don't appreciate the hocus pocus or magic or gods, but at some point you have to relent. Some people are skilled in some things that actually produce results. Merely bitching about it isn't going to change that.
now listen to him.
Everyone's gonna go sit by the window.
Sorry,
Tanya's
Bones.
gonna go just
Oh, lady.
like sit next to you, one hand on your shoulder.
Bullet into
Looking
the
out
corner.
window.
Delta split.
Agra's like, I'm not entertaining this, and is just gonna go look out the window.
Throw your bones, Bogdana. See what they say.
All right. From her backpack, she brings out this animal hide that has a very, very fine kind of fur on one side, and the other one is has arcane circles on them, and some of them, indeed, some of them are true arcane circles. Other shapes are a little bit more mystical rather than true arcane power behind them, but I mean, it's the results that matter, is it not? And she brings out this very tiny leather bag that is scented, and she whispers some things to herself as she kind of moves the bones inside of the bag, then moves the bag over the skin in a few circles while muttering new things. And it's kind of like this, there's some Coptic like words like thrown in, but it's also a lot of like prose about nature and about telling the future, and the spirits of nature guide us. And then she kind of comes to this crescendo, and then she throws the bones as something green within her clothes lit up.
I'm gonna just for the sake of it, I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation to make an ominous sounding music.
That's the best use of a cantrip possible.
Maybe if you had said they were magic bones and not just random bones.
Some things are
Problem?
hard to explain.
Sorry.
Anyone who's in the Discord, that's the face Acheron's making right now.
Okay.
Magic bones.
And from inside her clothing as well to the ominous music, she in the corner of her eye looks at Aaron for a second, and then okay, I will continue. I like this. To slightly grape colored soul kind of leave her and fuses into the bones, and then a lot of energy is scattered as her eyes starts to glow a green as she looks upon the pattern on the skin. One big bony finger gently taps a few bones and look around and like look at symbols. There's a lot of okay. Alright. Well, I didn't expect that. Uh-huh. Her eye stops glowing, she looks at all of you and she says, I don't think anything is going to happen in the next 30 minutes. I think it's all fine.
Well, then at least we can get a nap in before disaster strikes.
So, like, whose bones are those? Why do you have them?
So
My
now
dad's
you're
Abba.
interested in the bone.
Well, you know what? Here's what I really thought that Bogdana was just gonna pull out some dusty ass rando's bones and throw them around the room and say shit. Because you know what? You guys may laugh. Tell me that's not essentially what's. We almost got murdered by a fucking skull.
That's
Two
also a
gods
bone.
split open
mean,
the
it wasn't
sky
a
while we
bone,
were
though.
stuck under a rock. Do you really think the fact that I'd be confused about... Do you really think that I'd find it so ridiculous, the idea that this random old woman was gonna summon some poor idiot's bones and, yeet them at the ground as hard as possible and say, well, looks like we're all about to die? Like, it made sense to me.
Well, if you stuck around, then you would have been able to see what it actually was, rather than
Well,
what your assumption was.
Akron staring at them. Well, I could see them now. Whose bones are they, though? Like, they're not your bones. Unless you can regrow bones, in which case that's really neat.
Are you concerned like the bones are from somebody you know?
Why the fuck would Bogdana have the bones of someone I know?
I don't know, you just seem very interested in like the owner of these bones. It could have been a chicken, as far
I'm
as you're concerned.
curious. You're the one that said I should be more open-minded. I'm just curious. Whose
Fair
bones
enough.
are they? I'm not the one that cares about the dead. God
It's
knows I've made
more-
enough bones.
Well, if you can stop
What
japping,
kind
I might be able to answer.
Japping?
Yeah. To jap? Japping? With a Y?
You mean
Chattering.
yap?
Jap? Japping?
No,
yeah.
No, jap, yeah.
Well, whatever. Who cares? A yar and japping.
Use a J.
Fuck off.
Sweden moment.
Got some japstick. My lips are chapped.
Adrian, fuck you.
No, I want to go into a corner and stare out the window. But I can't. Fuck. Okay. No, so. These are bones with a certain providence attached to them. They belong to different animals. When you spend time in nature and then you find bones in interesting places alone, mostly untouched, picked, gleaming white, then it's almost like nature is telling you that this will help you.
So you just pick up random bones in the forest?
Don't you pick up random feathers and flowers?
There's a little bit more spirituality attached to that, but essentially, yes.
If my studies about divination magic are correct, with the proper incantations and somatic movements, most any random thing like dice or cards can be used to divine some sort of future.
True.
Bones also work.
But if you believe that the item will help you, it will aid the casting.
Sure. Magic's weird, Acheron. I know it's. I can explain. If you want to listen to me talk about my notes, I can try and explain. Although I do see that glazed over look in your eyes like every day we talk about this, so I don't want to intrude.
I do want to learn. I just wasn't aware that I could have been keeping the bones all of this time to aid your magical studies. You know, if you
We
need
don't
bones.
need that. We don't need every set of bones we come across. Honestly, I'd personally be more comfortable using a set of cards or dice.
But if you do find some interesting bones, then you can give them to me.
I can make interesting bones.
Well, as long as I'm able to take their life force. Before then, I'm a little bit low right now. Better be thankful.
I could fix that.
Perfect.
Jesus Christ.
I would like to say for continuity, Acheron's not laughing when Acheron says that. I just have the giggles really bad.
Okay. Titania's gonna pull Acheron to the side and talk a little bit about
Acheron wants to
divination
hear about
magic.
magic. So.
Ajax! Okay, let's go to sleep. Let's go to sleep so we can give Ajax a break.
Okay. All right.
Just a quick word about shifts. As usual, I'm happy to be in the middle of the night.
I could start. I'm still feeling pretty fresh.
Honestly, I can wake up early and get started on transferring over some of these spells.
All right. Ginevra, Akron, me, and Titania.
Good. I need my sleep. Good night. Bogdana kind of goes up into a corner.
Is Dennis
Starts
taking
snoring.
one with anyone?
Oh yeah. Dennis would go. I'm able to, take watches if that's what you require. I mean, yes, sir. I'm here to
You
help.
can take one with me so that I can show you better ways to do stuff.
Are you going to teach me? That's so
Yes.
cool. How will I be able to sleep now?
Are you really this excited?
He's 19. You're very cool.
If I'm
know
honest, I'm
people.
also a little bit scared what you would do if I mess up. I think your punishment is gonna be rather cruel.
Well, I'm less likely to torture you than the church you love so much, so at least there's that.
He gives another face of like
Okay,
existential
gotcha.
crisis.
It's not from the side.
Dennis, if you fuck up, I'll tell you that you fucked up and teach you how to correct yourself. I'm not in the business of torturing children where it can be avoided.
That's cool too. I like that.
I live like this now, sorry.
No death. Alright, okay, but so you never take the first watch?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Let's at least unless anybody wanna say anything else, we go to bed.
No, Aaron will sleep with Zelia.
Oh. Is Zelia inside? But you go outside to sleep with
Yeah,
Zelia?
yeah.
No, Zelia's inside.
Oh yeah, right.
I'm using her as a hot blanket.
The
She's the
door
furnace.
is not that tall.
Celia's spry.
It probably will look
She's not very
pretty
supposed to.
funny when you got Celia inside. She had to like bend down her forelegs.
It's not a hobbit. She's not like freaking like
But
8
she's
feet
still,
tall.
She's still a full horse, right? This door is perhaps 1.5
racehorses are pretty-
meters high.
Horses go through doors all the time. You're Swedish.
Yeah, but this door is not that tall. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
What do you say? This is like a hobbit kind of door?
1.5 meters to keep the heat in.
Okay.
But it's possible. It just looked a little bit funny.
Sure.
Okay, so, what kind of check should I do? Perception, intelligence?
Yes.
Okay. Great start. At least I took the half an hour where no one's coming for us.
Yeah, the other 1.5 hours. No, that's the question.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to do? The Firelight.
No, I guess I'll be trying to keep an eye on both inside and outside as I can with those little windows with my bow and in hand and an arrow knocked, ready to strike if I see something.
You do get a little bit lost in memories, though, of what has happened. Like, a lot has happened. The traumatized moment inside of the cave, the exhilarating meeting with the with the goddess. So you get a little bit lost in your thoughts. But 2 hours passes and nothing happens but the wind.
I resist the urge to plait Zelia's hair.
That's good. Okay. You go in and wake somebody up.
Yeah, I'll wake up Patron and Dennis. Rise and sign.
Oh, reporting for duty, yes sir!
Sign language.
Like, Dennis
Nothing.
kind of wake
I
up at like 90 degrees immediately. Up and about. Full of energy.
Yeah. Akron just, tries to... I think Akron's gonna start with teaching Dennis how to sit still.
He does have some
and,
ADHD energy. Yeah, that's true.
No, I think Akron's gonna be like, hey, so like actually the first thing you need to learn is how to be like completely aware of your surroundings while like not doing anything. So we're gonna work on mindful and like aware meditation while we do this, because Akron has that skill where they can sit perfectly still for hours.
Yeah, that's true.
So
it's very, very true. Make me a leadership manipulation.
Oh, never mind. I regret talking to Dennis. I don't know what it is.
I need to look at Dennis's stats.
We're gonna teach Dennis to give him some ranks and stealth.
Not bad, actually.
Not
I mean,
bad.
well, Dennis is already really good at, like, killing people.
I mean, he's a sharpshooter, that's for sure. He's a little bit scrawny, but...
Yeah. So, I think if we can teach him to sit still, I mean, be good.
Oh, you did lower his DC with that high of a roll, but he rolled a 3.
No.
So you definitely help him, but he is the one that is failing. You know, you're doing everything.
He needs to help
you should
himself.
be. Yeah, he needs to help himself. Yeah.
Do you need perception as well for the watch roll?
Yes, yes, but do so with advantage.
Is it composure or intelligence?
Intelligence is you're actively looking out.
It's 2d20 KH1.
Yeah. Good job.
Oh,
sorry. Ooh.
I have good eyes.
You get sharp-eared for a second. There's some crunchiness in the snow. But it's just a forest critter. And you calm down.
I think Akron will use that. I know that Dennis like can't pay attention very well, but Akron will try to use that as like a learning experience.
Oh.
Try to like train, the second that they hear it, I think they're like, this is the thing I'm focused on. But when it's done, they're like, did you hear that? And if you didn't, why do you think you didn't hear it? And like try to like guide. Akron, I think, uses the teaching method of trying to let the student figure out why they didn't succeed something. before like correcting them. So it's very like self-reflective.
So Dennis is a very eager learner, but he is so scared of disappointing people that he is so high rung that his thoughts are going way too fast for him to be able to catch them. So
So valid, bestie.
he stumbles over, a few sentences and gets like confused at himself. But his spirit is there. His spirit is there.
And that's all Akron does during the watch is listen out and try to teach Dennis to chill out.
Okay. Alright, with a few more sessions, you might be able to give him a rank in perception.
Take it.
Ooh, wow.
Akron's true calling.
If you have more ranks in perception, then he might know actually more than you. Who knows? How many ranks in perception
Doubtful.
do you have?
3.
3, okay. Yeah, no. Yeah, for sure. He's got perception too, so yeah, you're able to teach him
3,
over
my
over
passive
time.
is fucking wild.
If he survives that long. Alright, cool. We go and wake up Aaron then?
Yeah, Akron's just gonna walk over and like poke Aaron in the side with their foot.
Just kick him. Like,
It's not a kick, it's a poke. I'm nudging
You're like-
you.
the Aaron's like laying down with his head up on like Zelia, using Zelia as a pillow. And he just like opens one eye to the jostling.
Your turn.
Time.
Yeah.
Anything to mention?
I heard something crunching outside, but I think it was just a forest creature, so keep an ear out. But it's been quiet.
For good measure, as he wakes up, we're hearing that from Macron. You expend a divine sense.
Oh.
For beasts, humanoids, and I don't know, more humanoids. Doesn't have to be 3.
You don't have to specify it. Unless you don't want to.
Yeah, he just like looks through the window, so it'd be like 12 meters in the immediate area.
Yeah. Not behind total cover, but you look at the window. Beast and humanoid.
Yup.
Well, you do sense the presence of a singular beast, which is Gorkov, chilling out in a tree, sleeping.
Is he a beast or is he Fey? I thought he was Fey.
Oh, right, it has to be like a Fey undertype. But I think Well, then, nothing. The humanoids, are in this room, they're not outside. Not within the 12 meter range, at least.
Okay. Fair enough. Let me keep an eye out. Now stop my watch.
Okay. Okay. Let's roll some perception.
Neat.
Oof. What happens to Aaron during this watch?
God.
I don't know, plotting Zelia's
Can we have a roll for how well he does it so I can comment on it if it's not very good in the morning?
Are we actually gonna do it? I mean, why not?
Sure, why not?
If he does a poor job, I'm definitely making a comment.
Ooh, what will I force you to roll to plead? Her hair. I mean, there is dexterity involved, but you also need to have a good plan. But I think the deftness in the hands definitely trumps everything else. And you don't really have a art and craft making braids. So let's just be a straight dexterity roll.
You could argue animal handling, you know, since it's there, and I'm handling
No.
animals. No, you want me to fail so bad.
It doesn't matter
Well,
if it's on a
no, okay,
stick.
actually-
Your fingers.
Let's do animal handling dexterity. I think that would make sense.
Animal handling dexterity. Okay. Unnatural.
There's a fire pit in the center, Hemo. So.
Mhm.
Majestic.
Pretty darn good. Pretty darn good.
Suck
Now
it,
you did
Ginevra.
the
That's
enemy.
my.
You learned from the first time
Chicken brain.
Ginevra absolutely read you to filth in like session like what 4 or whatever it was.
They're a little tight.
Oh god. I mean, this is the reason for why you roll a critical one. You get really into it. It's like a meditative thing, right? And the world kind of disappear a bit around you.
Mm-hmm. And like as I mean, it's been a while since I've, you know, taken care of Zelia. She's probably still a little bit pissed off. So, you know, trying to do,
True.
you know, make right, treat her nicely. It could even be like some sort of way to make up, like paying attention, brush and stuff. One other thing I want to do. Presumably, we would have like gathered like some snow or something in a jug or something for like water for rations and stuff like that.
Yes.
And before I want to wake up Titania, I want to pour a cup of water
Okay.
and cast prestidigitation on it.
So it becomes warm.
Yeah, and tastes like hot cocoa.
Aww.
And go to wake up Titania
Aww. That's so sweet.
with a cup of cocoa.
Oh, thank you. Jeez, she'll take the cocoa and be like, thank you, Aaron. And this'll help you focus. Jeez. How's your watch? Anything of note?
Nothing really worth of note, no. Acheron.
Zelia's hair is beautiful. Oh my god.
It's dark, you can't see.
It's dim light inside of the like beyond the
dim light.
fire pit.
Wait, what's the
radius.
dim light? What's casting light then? Dim light.
Fire pit?
No, the fire pit is giving off.
Oh, we got a fire pit going. Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
like-
that's more
like
than
low
a
embers.
torch. We're talking about.
Mhm.
Yeah, true. I mean, in the beginning of the day, it was like 6 meters plus 6 meters. Now it's perhaps 4 meters plus 4 meters, like a torch.
Mhm.
All in all together.
Well, kind of needed to make up for a few things.
Alright, well, you get some rest. I'll check the alarm and make sure everything's okay.
Acheron did hear some scrunching around in the night. I did a quick check. Nothing really came up, so that doesn't mean nothing's out there. Just I didn't look for the right things. Just, you know,
Alright.
don't get engrossed in a book again.
I think I'm gonna leave the spell transcribing to when we have more of a break and I'm not on watch.
Good night.
Thank you. Alright.
Okay, let's
Perception.
roll perception intelligence and tell me what you do.
Come on. Natural 3.
With the +8, I mean, it could have been worse. Could have been.
Then
way
you have
worse.
like a really high, what is it?
I do have a
Roll.
What if I just, I
Don't
am
they
gonna
get
re-roll.
used?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
they
re-roll
don't get
my
reset.
portents. I
But
can
then you
just,
use your portent first because you haven't had a long rest yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a 19 portent on this just for fun.
Wow.
I'm gonna reset. So
27.
27. Fuck you.
Well, you hear the wheels
really good, Coco.
behind the curtain. You hear my voice narrate.
Anya understands the fabric of the universe briefly.
Fuck is in that water?
Damn,
Cocoa.
Aaron, what did you spike my hot cocoa with?
LSD.
It's very quiet.
There you go.
It's very quiet. You know, it's just the wind, a little bit of snow that falls in the night during the the coldest hours. Even though it's summer, but as soon as it hits the ground, it kind of turns to slush. And just the breathing of your friends, the crackling of the fire. It's all very a little bit isolating, The world is small.
Tanya's just gonna breathe deeply and wait for sunrise to poke through the windows.
Just watch it happen. Watch that glorious color. And when it's time, you wake up the others. Woo!
We did it.
And nothing happened, guys. Nothing happened.
Hey,
Don't
you
blame
support
her.
me
It
for
was
this,
highly
dude.
suspicious.
What about being highly suspicious?
The cabin is highly
Cabin! The random cabin in the middle of the mountains!
Yeah.
This is the setting of only 2 kinds of stories.
A horror story or a love story?
Yeah.
Well, then you better get the lovey-dovey going on.
I literally
No,
just
it
murdered
is
my
awful.
last lover. Is this really where we go?
Cue that saxophone.
Alright, I guess Ginevra's next. Come here.
Move on. No more competition.
Hope you have your backup, Lola.
Single and out of the town. No, you wake up, you might have to ask for some hot cocoa perhaps from Aaron. I mean, that sounds delicious in the mountains.
The thing is, we can actually, if we dig up some fresh snow, we can warm it up with prestidigitation, and then we can flavor it with prestidigitation.
Yeah.
We don't even
so-
need
In
water.
my day, we drank our water plain. Got all this weird.
You want
I
normal
walked-
natural snow water. You can
I
have normal
walked
natural
a
snow water.
kilometer to the village well. And it was a 5% chance to get diarrhea from it. That's how we did it back in my time.
Dysentery, yay.
Acheron boomer.
These
I think either
artificial
Acheron or Tanya
flavorings.
is the youngest here, but Acheron is the youngest boomer.
Ginevra, when you wake up, it looks like the hand of God has descended upon Celia's hair.
I get jealous. I want hair like her.
All I have to do is get murdered by Aaron. How much are you willing to pay for the hair?
Yeah. I was almost
Wow,
there.
that's dark.
You were almost there, actually.
Yeah. Would have been worth it. Worth it for those majestic braids.
Very good with his hands.
Oh no. You
I'll
have
just,
breakfast. It's breakfast,
I'll just
sir.
elbow him and say, nice work. Just nice work, and kind of nod towards Zelia.
Kind of like glances at Ginevra and then like doesn't necessarily know. Kind of takes it a little bit like patronizing.
It wasn't meant in a pressurizing if she meant it genuinely.
But you can't decide how
Good
you
words.
react.
Good work.
Alright.
I guess she just sounded a little bit surprised.
Oh god.
Bogdana, snores from the second she fell asleep to the moment she awoke. Immediately brings out her pipe.
Her beauty.
also heats up some water, like put some dry leaves that is from one of her pouches, and like make some tea for herself.
Titania lets the silver thread around the room just dissipate and says, "Well, looks like we were fine this evening. It was worth all the preparations, though. We need to stay safe, given the circumstances."
We got a hard day in front
Do
of
you
us.
know how far away we are from our destination at this point?
Who are you asking?
DM.
Oh, okay.
And we have maps, so
We do have maps.
Is it doodle time with Bexxy?
It's doodle time with Bexxy.
Doodle time, doodle time.
Zoom in all the way. So I've actually shown the map a little bit further than where we are right now. Oh god, that's the wrong one. There we go. So we're. I need to press in Alt. We're like on the crown of these mountains up here, in between those two mountains, right there.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So we're gonna like
And you're gonna, yeah.
go up this way, I guess. Down, up, over.
Well, it's a question of like, do you want to go through like these marshes or the
Or
forest?
do we want to head down to Fenby and take
we
the
want to
road?
go the shortest way possible so we
Yeah,
don't
I
get
think we wanted to
fucking
go direct.
murked.
I mean, we can take the foothills around here and go that way. So
Yeah,
we don't have.
It
The,
seems like it's a couple games.
It's easier.
The smaller hills that are like these more softer ones, those you can climb with no problem. You can go basically quite straight. Had to go around a few things, but pretty straight.
There is no greater threat than the church, so the fastest we get to the place where the church won't murder us, which isn't even where we're going, to be clear, the better.
I agree. Head towards Alderholt. It should be mostly downhill from now, but let's try and also
Right.
keep.
Being in... Oh, go ahead.
Let's try and also keep a low profile, if possible.
If we keep a low profile, being in
Look at Aaron real fast. Sorry.
being in the
Keep a low
territory
profile.
of the church's enemies, they hate each other, probably more than they hate us. So if we can stay low and they can distract themselves with whatever violence they want to inflict on each other, then maybe we'll have a little bit more time before things go terribly, terribly wrong.
Titania, it's not about hate, it's about want.
Well,
And there's nothing the church wants more than you right now. How does it feel to be the most wanted person in this side of Frostmark?
I don't like it and I don't understand it, frankly.
Also, Aaron.
Did you not see me take on the visage of another?
No, I totally saw that, but it's been like forever in the back of my mind. And the person who inhabits my body during our time together is a fucking idiot, so. I don't know if you know this, I'm secretly possessed. But only once a week.
It's only
No,
only
I
on
totally
Tuesdays
forgot that.
after a blue moon.
Which is every Thursday,
Which is
actually.
every Thursday, yeah.
Yeah. So no, I totally forgot you could do that now. Sorry, my bad.
In a sprinkler in the neighbor's garden at 3 a.m. on Tuesday night.
Which is every Thursday.
Anyway, yes. So, do we carry on travel? Do we do anything else?
On we
We
go.
have another choice. Is Bogdana heading
I
with
mean,
us?
you stop here and spend the rest of your lives up here in the mountains, you know? You got one log cabin.
Hey, we got Coco.
You got Coco. I mean, what more can you ask for?
Learn how to yodel. Great time.
Yodel.
We're
Never
talking
mind,
about
we
little
have to
portion.
move now.
Choo-hoo.
Yeah, I guess we just go.
Big summer blowout sale.
Alright, okay. Let's just go. I decided.
Onwards.
It turns out there isn't much left of the massive slope at the eastern side of the Cedar Valley to conquer for you after the cabin. A scant 30 minutes of exercise on a steep incline, then an unassuming and short stretch of quite flat land, and then your feet takes you quite assuredly downwards. The descent has come. At first, it was not much to see. A rocky crevasse from which a beck flows through. Over the course of another half hour, it broadens into more of a small river flowing rapidly. At the same time, a white noise of a roar in the distance grows, and grows. You do time this music perfectly. The crevasse then broadens to more of a plateau and then drops away into seemingly nothing in front of you. It is only after you have carefully approached that unknown to take a look at what is beyond that you see the full glory of the cascades before you. You're basically right now up here.
It's good to finally be on the descent. Finally feels like progress when the landscape changes.
Hey, Ginevra.
It's beautiful.
I know you like water, but please don't jump down that.
I do not have
no
Featherfall in my spellbook. Please do not jump. If I had
glad you're so
Featherfall in my
worried.
spellbook, I would be more than willing. But
That would actually have been great.
I really wish I had.
Did you make
It would
the
also be
orange
descending
dude
a lot
there?
faster.
Sorry?
Did you make the orange dude up there?
Yeah.
Is that Ginevra? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. It's a shining golden
What?
god.
What is going on?
There's also a yellow figure at the top of one of the mountain peaks at the top of the picture.
Oh.
We're saying that it's you about to throw yourself from the cliff into the water.
I didn't see it.
She laughs now.
Yeah. She
Yeah, you're laughing
genuinely-
like we're joking.
Yeah.
Acheron was serious.
Yeah, she's semi-serious about not. Semi. Definitely gets an urge.
You throw yourself
But-
off this waterfall, I'm not going after you. Also,
Alright.
what will the child think? It's an awful influence to have on the boy.
I'm sure she think it was a cool idea.
Let's go find a path down. There are safer and wiser ways of doing this than jumping. I'm just gonna take Ginevra's hand and take her on the
Surely.
side.
Like a little child.
Is cliff diving a viable way down?
Press
if
exit
you
out.
want to play with your mortality, yeah.
How far is
Out.
it?
That's not actually the size of you. The size here is more like
Acheron is judging how much hit point damage will I take. I don't have
Oh.
slow fall yet.
It wasn't about hit point damage. This is more as someone who
The
lives
size
in
is-
Michigan and has gone cliff diving before. It was
That's-
more of a question of
that's-
logistics.
that's the size of you up there.
That's probably not a good idea then. Look, it was a viable. Listen, as someone who's gone cliff diving before, it's a viable question.
Ginevra, how you
Wait,
grew.
this is just an accurate height comparison. What's going on here? That's Acheron, and that's Ginevra. It's just accurate
You're
height
right.
comparison.
Fucking chunker.
Somebody cast what's it called? Giant and
Enlarge.
enlarge reduce. Yeah, there we
That's
go.
tiny.
Oh, Virgil, thank you so much for the follow. I didn't see you earlier, but thank you.
It's all his fight.
All right.
Do we see a
yeah,
path
let's look our way
down?
down.
is there a
Yes,
path down?
yes, you do. It's actually once again aided by the small, like, towers of black stones that have been created like little pyramids, and then been painted black on top. Right, quite sloppily. It's like just one like walking past them and just giving them like a good slosh of paint. And it shows you a safe path down the side, the falls. During this enjoyable but very, very loud descent, you can not only enjoy the vision of the waterfalls themselves, but the broader, greener highland valleys below, carrying the rapids in its core and flanked the solitary mountain to the southeast of it. Its peaks are barely covered in snow and quite detached from the main complex that is the Orion's Point. After lunch, you have placed the waterfalls, the rapids, the valley and mountains at your backs, and you have entered properly into the green and yellow highlands of Easenwood.
What's visibility like here? Like, how far to the horizon can we see at any given point?
Well, when you were up there, you could see pretty darn
Not
far.
up there.
Down there,
In the hills.
depends. I mean, if you stand in the lowest part of the valley, you can only see like the highest point of the hills around you. But when you stand on top of a hill, at maximum perhaps 3. If it's like one particular big hill, at maximum perhaps 3 valleys over. But these hills aren't that large.
Okay.
So-
Akron will inform the party that this is a perfect ambush spot, and we should be aware of this.
Yes, it's kind of
You know,
landscape.
but which doesn't come out those words. It's probably more like, hey, don't be alarmed, but you know, if I were going to murder someone brutally out in the wilderness, this would be a pretty good place to do it, so I'd be on your guard.
Tanya will cast mage armor.
Go back to... I don't know if anything's gonna happen. Acheron's just pointing stuff out. This is Acheron's bodyguard job, is to be like, hey, you could get murked here really easily. Don't do that.
So what's my bonus to assault checks when I have my spellbook? Bexxy?
Let's try out a -2 for now and see how broken.
-2 to the DC,
Yes. How
Cool.
broken that would be.
and I still have to roll. Is it a +8 now because of my proficiency bonus on it?
I mean, it's your spell attack, so proficiency bonus plus your spellcasting
Yeah, okay.
modifier. Plus 8.
14.
14. Yes, and you're casting a level 1 spell? Mage
Just
armor?
cast a mage armor.
Yes, you're completely fine. You're completely fine. And this is to, like, having, like, you have a physical book in your hand that can be taken from you or dropped and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes. Counteract that. Okay. At this point, when you take your first careful steps on the moist grass underneath your feet, something clams shut.
What?
Sorry, what?
It's
dear.
a
Oh, God.
lid in the sky, on your shoulders and in your heart. You have breathed in a wind, tasting of unbridled freedom during your stay in the mountains, but now it is gone. Exchanged for a warmer wind with a sizzling after quality to it. You can see far into the distance on the sky, closer towards the sea, dark storm clouds swirling ominously in the east.
Nah, not that fucker again.
Eerily familiar indeed.
Might be raining soon.
And what are we going to do about it here?
Nothing, but certainly feels like we've passed beyond the protection of, well, Rian. No longer in the land that is protected by him, in my opinion. We're this close to, he like gestures towards the large storm formation. I don't know what power you call from Ginevra that has changed.
Perhaps that's what the fight we saw earlier was. It's a land dispute.
Well, we're all about to become corpses if we don't find a way out of this. So either someone has a magic solution or we need to find shelter.
Let's move quickly. I don't have anything that can protect us against weather.
Okay. You search for the next black marked little stone heap soon after that, but you're unable to find it. From here, it seems like the Waymore people could find their way unaided. But with the help of Aaron's newfound discovery of the strange energies within the stone, as well as a little basic know-how of knowing the basic directions of a compass, you steer determinedly towards the east. Another hour of walking or so later, in the height of the afternoon, where over grass tufts, wet mud and stone, you stumble upon your first sign of civilization, and it's certainly not much to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Maybe they're friendly.
Does it look like
Yes.
there's actual life around here, or is it just like another structure that's abandoned?
Well, you don't know until you've looked inside, but there's no tools outside, there's no animals, there's no smoke in a chimney.
So as far as we can see right now, it looks somewhat abandoned, but
Yeah.
you could also have people inside. Gotcha.
Regardless of if there's people inside, I think we could take them. The question is that which is the greater risk, the storm or the people?
Does it look like the storm's coming?
Yeah, that's the question. Is the storm getting closer?
During this hour, or has not gotten any closer?
No, never mind. Then the question is, do we want to murder these people?
The
There
less
are-
we make our presence known, the better.
And there is a risk
And-
here.
Even in the most lawless of lands, people are still gonna find corpses.
Do you need the souls?
Not for innocent people.
What are you expecting here, Macaron, Titania, Ginevra? Are we considering the people of this land to be immediate enemies? We put down?
You don't have to be an enemy to be a victim.
Every person we interact with is a risk. And that's why I would like to avoid it entirely, preferably. Acheron is operating under the assumption that because of that risk, they're gonna be better off dead for our safety. Personally, I'd rather not kill people who are just trying their best to survive under oppressive rule and are doing nothing to harm us, other than existing.
Oh, if
Agreed.
that was your question, then everyone's a threat until proven otherwise. And there's only one thing you do with threats.
I don't know if I'm so quick to judge everyone as a threat to us. These lands are harsh, and people aren't all evil sons of bitches.
Not about being evil. It's about being dangerous. And in our position, everyone's dangerous.
Perhaps.
But
It's just
I won't
there's
do anything if
opportunity
you don't
here.
want me to.
It's more about what's possible.
There's also potential for us to ask questions regarding more specific details about circumstances here on the east side. And there's also the possibility that nobody's there.
You
It
hold
looks
the
abandoned
leash.
from the outside, doesn't it?
It does.
Then we can take a closer look, but otherwise we're risking it if we try to look for other shelter as we go forward. We can take that
Well,
risk.
Let's
Do you wanna
just
stay
pull up
back?
your hoods, try to look
Yeah,
inconspicuous.
y'all, tell you what, if we're doing this, stay here, I'll scout it out first. If Aaron wants to come, he can.
How about you
You don't
take
trust my
a...
scouting skills.
I'm
Remember we used to
more
move around
worried.
together?
I mean, I'm more worried about.
Well, I have my hat on. I look
That's
as
me.
inconspicuous as any.
Listen, only one of you's coming with me, and the other one's staying with Titania. You two can duke it out for who that is.
It's like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, just so you guys know, when it comes to like shelter time.
I mean, they want to investigate. Acheron is taking this as, I've been told you want to investigate. I, as resident sneakiest individual, am going to scout it out. And if one person wants to come with me, the other 2 can fight for who it is.
I was going to
Someone's
suggest
staying with
that Aaron
Tanya.
just goes up on Zelia and you take a wide perimeter.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Though.
And it's not about your skills, you're never about being sneaky, it's more you're more effective from long range.
Who's staying with Titania?
She
I
never-
mean, I exist.
Or,
Okay.
Yeah, I was.
Bogdana.
I'm
Oh, well then-
Bogdana and Dennis are right here.
Oh, that's right. Dennis is. Yeah, Dennis is capable. Never mind. Okay, so I will sneak in close then and try to be.
Dennis
sneaky
Akron
close.
can trust you with my safety, right?
I mean, anything can happen, but I will certainly try.
Don't
Thank
fuck
you,
up.
Bogdana.
well, I'm gonna kick Zelia forward and to walk up.
Okay.
I'm sneaking around the back then, I guess.
Yeah, I want to see that little hut. Anything's in there.
Okay. Yeah, there are like 3 structures that sit very close to each other. The little hut, the smallest one seems to be an outhouse. It doesn't have the nicest smells coming from it. There are no windows. It's just 2 doors and these very like heavy turf roofs.
You need stealth or no?
If you want to stealth up, then yes, please.
I am being stealthy.
And then
Is
dexterity.
it dex?
Yes, dexterity, sneak.
So 20.
Damn,
Sneak, sneak,
you're
sneak.
pretty sneaky. You going up for the main door?
Oh, shit.
I'm kind of trying to like look or I'm trying to find a place to like peek in, whether it's a door or a window. You know, listening for sounds of people. Acheron's casing the place, basically. So kind of like looking for points of entry. Do I hear sounds of life? You know, that kind of thing.
What was that roll for? Sneak?
That was sneaking, yeah.
Okay.
We're so
Incredible
stealthy.
natural 20.
Where
Hell
are you?
yeah.
Where is God? Words. Where is you never sneaking?
I wanted to sneak to the smaller hut thing in the back, like this thing. Forgot that I can actually press on this thing.
Okay, the front one. The
see
front
what-
structure.
We might be.
Okay. Just hanging around there, close to the door. Or
Well,
listening?
I wanna see like Acheron, like if there's anything I can see from the outside, and if not, I wanna sneak around, see if what's in the inside. Anyone in there, or any animals, or what is it used for, etc. Any supplies,
Okay.
just to get an idea of.
As I said, there are no
Purpose.
windows. There are only 2 doors that goes into the structure.
Can I use the natural 20 to open a door silently?
that you may. That I will allow. In the meantime, also Acheron, make me a perception intelligence for your listening in. Ginevra, as you open the door, you go into what seems to be a small animal shed slash firewood stack, and it has a lot of usage. There also seems to be a bit of a storage. Oh my god, what is this? Calm down.
This
do
is
that now.
being effective.
Really point
This
them.
is my one job.
There
Finally getting to flex my skills. That's
There
what this
is a small pile of hay in the back where there is a corpse on the little mound of hay.
That's what I see inside the thing, or is that what?
Lying with his face down, and
How old does it look?
it smells, and he has started to rot. To rot. So definitely didn't happen yesterday, but
Yeah.
it's not a skeleton per se, so it was not a super
Yeah.
long time ago, but somewhere in between those two.
A few weeks, maybe. And there's no animals inside.
No animals.
I went to the main building.
Yes, do you wanna you also notice that there are like storage compartment stuff in here, but most of the crates seems to be either half empty or completely empty. Acheron, there are no sounds coming from the main building.
Then can I also do the like peek in a door thing if I hear no sounds?
For sure.
Being sneaky and all that shit.
Yes, of course. And your natural perception check I will carry into this room as well.
Thank you.
It seems to have been a very small like family home. I mean, there was a kitchen. There has been 3 beds, one that is larger, 2 that are smaller. All very, very cramped living. Reminds you a little bit of home. Exactly, welcome. But I mean, all the doors in the kitchen are standing like half. I was about to say it, open, and there's like a chest that is in the back where the lid is open, and like a half linen tarp is kind of like lying out of it. Most of the things in here are gone. Either taken by the inhabitants of the place or taken afterwards. They have left. There's also a blood stain over the kitchen table. It's not the largest blood stain, but it's there, and it's old.
And I tell how like more than a probably not. So signs of a struggle then.
Mayhaps.
I'll send a message, by the way, towards where I saw Acheron going, just saying I found a dead body, a couple weeks old, and pass that around the circle to where I know people were going.
Okay, well then I'm going to sneak over to Ginevra and
approaching the area
like
in that case.
Why? We just found a dead body.
It's a couple weeks old.
Because if it's dangerous, we want more people, the better. And she's gonna gesture for Bogdana and
gonna sneak over to the
follow.
body to see if I can like examine it. But I'm also looking for like left behind weapons, anything that can tell Acheron anything about this attack. If there are like deep gouges in the walls where weapons might have hit and aren't there anymore.
Okay.
But
Make me
Acheron is
investigation cunning for signs of struggle, and a medicine intelligence to look at the wounds of the body, right?
Okay, well here's the
Or see how old the body is and stuff like that.
That's the investigation.
Ooh, I think Geneva can be pretty good also to help with the corpse stuff.
Yeah, I can do a medicine check
Okay.
if that's needed.
I wasn't really looking for. I guess what I was looking for is, can I recognize any particular method of death, like?
Mm-hmm.
But do we want to roll separately or what?
Is it like a, I mean, I can do investigation or medicine, I'm good in both of those.
It was medicine, is what Bexxy said. But are we both
Okay.
rolling, or are you just, or does Bexxy want to do you with advantage,
up
or
to you.
what?
I mean,
you-
either you reroll Aspen with advantage, or you never.
That was
rolls.
investigation for signs of a struggle.
Ah,
I have not done the
okay.
medicine check yet.
Gotcha. Then up to you guys. Let you never roll with advantage. I think that's gonna
Yeah,
be the best
I'll
for you
let
guys.
I'll let that happen then. That turnaround though.
Whoa!
Yes.
I mean,
What?
What's going on in this fucking shack? It's fucking magic. Good luck, shack. We're never leaving here. 18 as well. 18
It's staying here
as well.
permanently for infinite natural 20s.
That one's not 20s.
Nothing terrible's about to happen, y'all.
Let's just wait for the boss here.
Okay, so this body was slightly emancipated before it died.
Bexxy, I'm not sure that's the right word. Do you mean
emaciated?
emaciated?
Massacred.
Emaciated? Is it emaciated?
Emaciated? Emaciated is not a
and
word I'm
emancipated are very
aware.
different.
Yeah, emancipated is to be freed. Emaciated is to be like exceptionally skinny or
Why
starving.
does it have to be? Why is it so close? Why is it P the only difference? Okay, emaciated. The body is slightly
Sorry.
emaciated. Thank you.
What do you mean masticated?
Don't. You.
The body is
Hush.
slightly skinny.
Okay.
There you go.
So it seems like it was that way before it.
Yes.
But
it's
is starvation the cause of death?
no. There are stab wounds in the back, and they fell forward into the hay pile because of it. It's a young male, late teenage, early 20s. Perhaps a little bit less than a month, perhaps?
Are they like well placed? Like, were they hitting vital stuff, or does this look like someone's literally just stabbing and hoping for the best? Like, did the person who stabbed him know what they were doing?
a little bit of both.
Based-
A little bit of, like, the stab wounds are decisive, and they have tried to aim for, weak spots, but it could have been better. And so it seems to have been like they did some quantity to be sure of it. Three stab wounds in the back that are very determined. He's dressed very simply. Farmer, herder, like that, on the kind of verge between poor and like lower middle class. His body has been stripped clean. There used to be a belt around his hips. You can see, like, the fabric have kind of like curled around it, but there's none left. There's an empty leather pouch that used to be attached to a belt that lies on the ground, which has nothing inside of it. He doesn't have any shoes.
Well, whoever did this sucked. That's what Akron will say eventually. Kind of crinkling their nose at the body.
Just a victim of the society. Yeah.
No,
Taking
there's
what they can
people.
get.
There's people like this all over the place. Sucks for the poor bastard. Oh well. Just not a lot in the house. We could probably stay here and be fine. Akron just completely turns away from the body, unbothered, and seeming to not pay it a second thought.
Mm-hmm.
Akron will then, I guess, leave the barn building thing and will like stick their head out and will give a quick call to just be like, there's a dead guy. It doesn't look professional. We're probably good.
Oh, alright.
Anything worthwhile here, or is it just a tragic story?
I mean, if you find... No, I was gonna make a sarcastic comment, but there's not even anything sarcastic to comment about. This place is a shithole. The person who died here was some unlucky bastard, and he probably died better than he lived.
There were no other bodies inside the other house.
Not smart, I said.
Well, let's trade off of losing daylight for hopefully staying out of this storm if it approaches.
Nothing
I
to
mean,
do here.
Yeah. Do we want to... We're not staying here, are we? We're moving on. I mean, I guess we could try to see if there's anything to loot, but I don't think there is. It's
Well,
not like
from,
he's using it.
It's just a question of whether or not there was any reason. Some roving bandits, for example, asking for fealty or something, leaving something
No,
behind.
They just
They
wanted
took it-
supplies.
Yeah, they took his shoes and his belt. This was just some poor fuck who got murdered by some other poor fuck. Happens everywhere. It's not terribly special. Common death for a common man.
I'd like to, I don't know, give his body somewhat of more of a respectful burial, even if it's not burying. I don't have the strength myself, so I'm not going to ask anyone else to do that. And
We could
burning
take
it would
to-
just draw attention, but
Is it worth the time wasted?
that's why I'm just planning to cover it in hay. It's better than it just being draped over.
Yeah. I'll help you out. We can get that done and be on our way.
While they do that, can Akron go look in that chest that had the sheet coming out of it in the house? Akron is gonna look in the house for supplies. Just anything. But I do want to check that chest. Still being careful, like checking for, like, this could all being paranoid. This could all be an elaborate ruse. So Akron is being like exceptionally careful.
Okay. The chest doesn't contain much anymore. There's only like a few like cloth things inside, but they're not exciting at all. Like there's just this big like linen sheet that is like half dirty. The cupboards have a few mix-matched clay kind of cutlery and jugs and stuff like that, but it's only like a handful of them. It's very empty all in all, the kitchen. There's even a clay jug that has been broken on the ground in the kitchen area.
Do the two smaller beds look like child's beds? Or just like small beds?
You can call them to be like single beds. There are no such thing as a king bed, but imagine like a queen bed for like two people, and then two like single beds.
Are there any like children's objects, like toys or smaller things around?
Not any toys, but there are some teenage kind of like tunic that has been broken and repaired maybe 1,000 times, left inside of the linen chest.
Akron's gonna... Okay, well that's fun. Akron's going to wander back over where Ginevra's covering the person with hay and just kind of absentmindly be like, well, it might have been slavers. I don't think so.
Are there any
What
other
the point would be
bodies?
killing them if it was slavers?
No, I think there's people missing. I don't think this person lived alone. There's three beds in the main house. A bigger one and two smaller ones. And there's clearly a... Well, I mean, this might have been the teenager, which means that where's the parents in the other one, but you never know. Not much we can do about it anyway.
Can I also check just in case there might be like a hidden kind of bot where they might have hidden important things.
Like a hollow wall kind of thing.
Yeah, like a hollow
Or like a floorboard or something like that. Yeah, sure.
And
Pick me investigation cunning.
Right.
You basically spend lunch here then because you're taking some extra time. This will be a 10-15 minute search.
It's a they have highs and lows.
No, try as you might. You don't
Okay,
find
this
anything
is
like
1
that.
3 and 20.
Okay. You put some extra hay over the body to give it some kind of modesty, you could say. Anything else?
Are there any signs of, just like looking around, since we're spending some time here, are there any signs of like internally, like, I don't know, of course, bread, a used bowl, or things like this that could have been considered recently used?
Make me an investigation cunning, as you said for that.
Yeah. Okay. I do not play the smart character.
I mean, the thought is good, but you didn't find anything.
Aaron and Akron are just the himbos in the party.
I play a different character in other games. This guy's the muscle this time.
Yeah. Alright. Bogdana wonders if you are finished poking around.
I think so.
Okay. And you continue on your journey, but before we do that, let's go for a short break. Yay!
Oh, good. Yes, please. I need food.
On the road again.
Lunchtime. Alright. Leave
Alright.
soon?
Yes. Fill your stomachs, fill your drinks, pet your pets, and we shall be back for another hour, an hour and a half of gameplay. The dice camera over there was certainly very striking. Very striking. I am just gonna refill my glass and I'll be right back, chat. Here I am. I'm so glad to have so many people in the chat. I'm always so glad to see them for Asian's return. Spend a lot of time putting everything together. Thank you, Sogi. Hope you're doing good, by the way, Sogi. What's up in your life? I also have Jamie and JJ. And Hamo, of course, we stand the loyal king. Pixie. And I think Moombo is lurking as they have their nappy nap. So glad to have you all in the chat. I'm good. I'm on vacationing. Ooh, so nice. I will not get a vacation this summer. Gotta earn the monies. But I've been free since Monday, but I've been role playing, you know, and planning that kind of stuff, so. Still been busy. I was really sad because it was really good weather some time ago, but I was working all days and just sweating every day and not being on a beach. I really hope, like, it's almost getting to the later half of July. I really hope that I get a few more, like, nice days on the beach, or walking around in nature, or getting out of the house at least, you know, that kind of stuff. I do hope that comes. Yeah, it's been a bit rainy, but it's been good. No, we don't like forest fires, so it's been nice that it's been raining and a bit colder. I'm in this weird situation where my manager is a substitute or on vacation, so I can't take my vacation days. Yeah. Usually, like, they ask you about how you want your vacation in, like, March or April. From what I know from, like, Swedish companies. And then they try to make that happen. Or negotiate, like, around it. But unless you, like, have talked about it way back then other people are going to do their planning, and then if you're the last one that jumps in, then yeah, you just have to work around their plans. Just how it is. March or April, I was working for a different company. I got vacation days as a signing bonus. Ooh, that's pretty nice. But yeah, it's hard when you start working at that point. You kind of have to take what's left then. This music is so good. So happy with the Witcher 3 music. I really wish though that I can use any music to really like decide what I want it to be, but
I mean, you can.
yeah, but then I can't like save them.
I mean, then you just like record them whilst you stream and then upload them later.
Yeah, but that is...
to YouTube.
They're so heavy. Takes a lot of time to upload.
Mm-hmm.
And so in the
Yep.
past, for a few, it took more than an hour to upload one. Hard to remember. Do it. Lynn is definitely getting a sack for themselves. Damn.
Heckin' snack.
The big snack.
Like a whole
To be
sandwich.
fair, when we start, like, it's still pretty early in the morning. Or maybe it's noon or something like that.
She said lunch.
Aaron
Lynn,
is
Lynn
looking...
signed up to this.
Aaron is looking slightly different. A little bit more pudgy. Right now.
Where?
In stream. Look at them cheeks.
Oh,
the heck?
Tanya's looking very bald.
I call out to my light-colored hair in this light room.
Receding hairline and all.
Yeah, that's what happens.
That's what happens. Cruel realities.
Yeah.
Cool
And
fate
then-
of time.
Adrian's making some stuff for you. You sure you want to make him mad? Adrian holds all the power here.
Hey! He bullied me earlier. I can bully back.
That is true with your... What did you say? Your yap stick? Your
No, it's a chapping.
chapping or chapstick, yeah. You just use the J. You just use J instead of a Y. Yep.
To be fair, I'm not sure Bexxy has the Y in her
Yeah.
language.
I don't really have that kind of Y, no. Like,
Yeah,
Y
you do with
in
no.
Swedish is E.
Right, but then you use a J instead of a Y, and it's easy.
But should I say it in Swedish? Yapping?
That's closer than chapping.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly the sound that you make to say yapping. The
Jumping?
more
other
you
than-
learn.
I thought it was
Other
a
than a
jab
tongue.
rather than a job.
What?
Japping? Chopping?
It's yapping.
It's japping. Yeah, I
Like,
thought so.
no,
Yeah.
in English, it's yapping, like Y-A-P. It's quit your yapping.
Yeah.
Is the phrase I believe it. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
yapping with a Y.
This has not been resolved.
No, we're dealing with Lynn not being here.
I'm giving up. I'm giving up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The same with
Yap-
like
Yeah.
yeah.
I
There's a
mean,
question
I'm
of if
spelling
you
it right. At least.
right now we need to know like okay, how would you like say with your pronunciation the word spelled A-Y-A-R?
What? Write it out.
A-Y-A-R.
Ajar, I would say.
So you just have to. No way.
Why is it so funny?
Because the word is because Adrian switched out the Y and the J in the word
Y and the
ajar,
J.
and you pronounced it perfectly. Like legitimately perfect.
So confused.
Because the word here, I will put it in chat. This is what Adrian had you say. This is the actual word.
Yeah, Ajar.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, and when Adrian had you switch out the Y for the J, you pronounced it perfectly. Like gold English standard perfect.
I get confused.
So now you just need to
Just need to
forever,
swap your Y.
forever.
Ajar.
Yeah,
I
just
say
a
Ajar.
Y. No, you
Yeah.
say a yar. What? A jar.
Ajar.
Yeah.
Ajar.
When you change
Whatever,
the J
like
to
from,
the Y.
from like the riddle, like when is a door not a door? When it's a jar. Ha ha.
I'm never gonna say that word again because apparently half the time I say it with perfect English and the other one is like laugh.
Yeah, that's because your Y's are broken.
Your Y's and J's are switched.
It's the same thing with the.
It's fine.
SH
Mine too.
and
I
CH.
have it excused.
So, I mean, there's so many words that we can say here. Like, you can pronounce this like it's the spell.
Jump.
Yump.
Jump.
Yeah. Because then how would you pronounce it like that?
Jump.
The way you say it, it's so like you're not worth.
Like your J's are so perfect when they're not J's. Like legitimately.
Well,
No, it's English lessons with Bexxy.
fuck.
I I'm really curious. I want to put two words here that are both actual words, but I want to see what you say them as.
Try pronounce that as Swedish.
Ytterst.
No.
Like, those two words.
Yam.
Read them in order.
Jam.
Ytterst.
Okay, well, you
Ytterst.
did that one correctly. See, that's the thing, is it's so funny, is you struggle with the words that don't actually have, like, one of those counterparts, but the second you switch the letters of those, it's perfect.
Okay, maybe when I see them, like, when I had to pronounce them and differentiate them, like, after each other, it becomes easier. Otherwise, I think it's laziness where, you know, don't do that shit.
I mean, how
sounds.
dare your second language not be perfect, Bexxy?
Hey, we're here helping Bexxy.
Is
Yeah.
any, like, I mean, all accents do have their, you know, technically, Scottish people are not pronouncing about in the right way. You know, about.
A boot.
Better than Canadians.
A boat.
Boat.
A boat.
Canadians and the
And-
Yoopers fucking saying a boot.
Ytterst.
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 Mm-hmm.
It's a sh sound.
Look, I
Yeah,
can't say
see?
shit. I'm told I don't pronounce shit right in the American accent because
very
um,
hard.
Speak American.
It's very hard for other people, I've noticed, like non-Swedes to pronounce E properly. E. E.
It-
E?
E?
No,
It doesn't
no, you
sound
said
that
E.
difficult.
E.
yeah, it's like E, but it's in like the back of your throat. Like it sounds like this is gonna make no sense to anyone who's not me, and if it does make sense to you, cool. But it sounds like the opposite of the French ooh.
I didn't
It's like
take
the
French
reverse.
in school. I took Spanish, so. Let's look
Well,
at
the French
Welsh
U is
version.
not like an ooh sound; it's like an ooh sound, and that E sound sounds like the opposite of the ooh sound.
I always find like the umlauted O in Swedish to be the most specific
Eh?
Swedish sounding letter. Exactly.
Which one? You just
so-
sound.
O with an umlaut, two dots on
Two
top of it.
dots.
Yeah, is pronounced with it like an OE sound. So
Oh.
basically, it's like you just sound like you're grossed out.
I
Uh,
never thought about that. Eh.
You're just saying island now, so
Yeah, I know. Överboda.
Åland.
Åland. Ja. The bird is pronounced töpöt.
Tip.
Finlandssvenska. Töpöt. Yksi kolmi. Satana! Markkanainen!
Perkele.
Perkele!
Perkele!
That's what I know. That's what I know in Finnish.
Satana.
Satana! Perkele Markkanainen. You need to say it that way, you know? You gotta pronounce Finnish in a certain way. Had to sound incredibly angry.
Aggressive.
Yeah. What is Emerson? What is I love you? Can you spell that out in Finnish?
There's probably like 14 eyes in it.
But I don't find that like Finnish is pretty easy
Three
to
A's.
pronounce because it's very
Oh yeah, you just say what you see.
yeah. I guess it's very simple.
Question.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's just because I'm illiterate or not. In Site's message, is that supposed to be the word vowel and I'm illiterate, or is it actually the V and the W
I think it's
inverted?
supposed to be
Whoa.
vowel. I think it's supposed to be inverted. Mine rakastan sinua. Mine rakastan sinua. There we go.
Okay. Glad it's not. Well, okay. Listen. I didn't know if it was you getting them backwards or it was me being dyslexic, because honestly, it's a 50-50 at any given moment. B's and W's are the same letter, anyways. It's like
V's
B's
and
and W's.
Oh wow.
PD. P, D, G, B, Q are all the same letter. J and Y are J, Y, T, F are the same letter.
E and G are the same letter.
Well, think about so the letters D, B, G, P, and Q are all the same letter, just rotated.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And so they all look the fucking same.
Yeah.
And then
Dude,
O, U, A, E, C are all practically the same letter, and then it's N, M, R, W, V are all like the same. If you've ever taken like a calligraphy course, you'll notice that these are all the letters that like have the same base. And in standardized fonts, that's like how they make the letters look standardized. Is they like because like C, E, A, D, P, G, B, Q like all have like the circle, like O all have like a circle base with like lines in varying positions, so they all like look the same. Basically what it means for me is I am illiterate. Reading is for nerds.
Joey, by the way, mine rakastan sinua. Yeah, good to hear.
Bexxy,
I guess.
Just wanted to let you know.
what happens if you change the J to a Y? Yo's name.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna play this.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna play this
God.
game anymore. Let's continue instead, huh?
Yes, please. Let us.
We were leaving.
You were
something.
leaving, and you have a whole afternoon to travel and talk if you want to. Otherwise, I would just jump to the night.
I suppose the only thing that I'm really curious about is like, what is the landscape like here? Is there like a lot of foliage? Is there like a lot of trees? Is it forest, or is it more just like rolling plains?
There's definitely a highland kind of situation going on here. It's very windy. It's very little trees. If there's bigger vegetation, it's more like clusters of bushes and perhaps some teenage trees in the middle, you could say. Like standing in like areas where the wind doesn't take it as much. You have these rather rocky hills, wet valleys, and then just this very, very bouncy and non-flat like grass tufts that covers everything where it's soil. And currently it's quite green, but it has some shades of orange and yellow here and there. There are also a few flowers that sits in some grasses, but they're often very, very small clusters of yellow or like white, like stars.
Yeah, we're keeping to the foothills, so like going parallel along the mountain range.
Yeah. You're basically trying to walk through the valleys as much as possible, but sometimes you have to get over a hill. But you kind of like follow these streams paths that they have created coming from the mountain, creating these valleys, crevasses that you walk along, basically.
Cool.
Eating into the landscape over time. And even though sometimes you have to climb up over ridges, it's quite obvious that you are still going downwards. Like your sea level still declines over time, and these hills get progressively less aggressive and high.
Cool.
Cool. Yes. Yeah, I mean, you kind of left the mountains behind at this point, so let's use the updated landscape picture. What I did.
Ooh. Dark skies. Can't imagine why.
Anything you want to talk about during this afternoon? Or should we jump tonight?
I have a question. for Aaron.
Mm.
Is it about Zelia's ribbon? Plats.
I
Is
can't
it
hear you
about
very well,
Zelia's
sorry.
plat- Is it about Zelia's plats?
No.
ahead.
But she'll probably be asking for tips later. Way back when we first met, you, unless I'm misremembering, you told me you had a brother, didn't you? Who was amongst the soldiers, but into more of the strategy side. Is that true?
Yes.
How?
I'm not sure I understand the question. What do you mean, how?
Well, if you're originally from a past time, how is your brother in the army now? You mean back when the time where before?
The last time I saw him. Back before the war. Before the war broke out.
And
He was, I guess, kind of similar to a lawmaker, but at the same time, in some form of intelligence. A little bit like some of the agents.
What
Why
was
do you
his
bring
name?
him up? His name was Aravan.
Can I have a spelling on that, please? I still struggle to hear you, but I'm sorry.
Am I not?
It's
Am I not
just
coming
softly
through?
spoken.
No, you are coming through, but it's a bit.
I can't turn you up any
jumbled.
louder.
I
Your
mean,
consonants are blurry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that's just
I think
my
it's just your
microphone.
accent.
I think it's
Oh.
because I have my headphones on, whereas I have it.
Ah.
I've got my
Quite
headphones on.
soft spoken, and your D's and R's sound the same. Half
You
the
have a
time.
rounded accent.
I'll split it up for Akron before I ask me.
Thanks.
Aravan.
One day I'll be literate.
He is always seen as the smartest of the family.
Was that said with a little bit of resentment? I guess I'll try and determine that from your tone rather than asking.
Not particularly. It's more a statement of fact.
Okay.
What made you ask?
It just came to mind and I was curious. It's just a story to, I don't know, see more of this time or whether it was true. And if so, how so? I'm sorry.
What are you sorry for?
That he was left behind as well. Though I don't know if you two are close, but regardless.
It's been a while since I've seen him. He joined the Conclave of Scribes before I even joined the army. My sisters left after me. He was kind of the reason why I got into the army, in a sense. I guess in part he's the reason why I'm still alive.
How come he... How come he inspired you to go into the army?
I was good on a Pegasus. It's no surprise given that's what my mother raised me to be. But he also needed me to investigate. He apparently had some sort of intelligence that meant that I had to divert what I was planning on doing. And we looked out for each other, so I joined the Legion. Under the pretense of being able to ride Pegasi. But being in the Umber Guard, it wasn't exactly all enjoyment. But it's because of him and what he tasked me to do, which I unquestioningly agreed to. Made me discover, I guess, a plot that allowed me to take action faster. So,
Plot?
we were... It's just... ahead of when the war broke out, there was a lot of rivalries. A lot of people that wanted one thing or worked for another. Some of the higher up divas are... Well, I overheard a conversation that maybe I shouldn't have heard. It allowed Alyssa and I to escape under the pretense of going to the front line. I tried to send a message back to my family and my brothers and sisters, telling them to get out. I sent it with a good friend. And I hope that message got through, but I have no idea if that's true. I hope to see them again, if possible. But
I hope you will too.
fall late to think of that thing now. We've got such a task in front of us.
Sometimes hope can help with tasks of the day.
Still a little curious as why you brought him up. It's not like be any sort of correlation with what's going on now.
I guess it just crossed my mind, all the want to watch, a lot of time, not a lot to do, and to entertain the mind, and I just thought back to everything we've been together as a, and how much has changed, and that conversation came to mind. My curiosity was sparked again. Oh, I'm sorry, I always tend to bring up bad memories for you. I don't want to do that. It's not my intention.
I don't think that's any of your fault, Ginevra. The majority of the memories are bad.
How about the happy ones?
There are a few. There was a time that I was considered happy. Within the boundaries of what was possible.
Did you feel love?
I believe so. In our way. But she's gone now.
Who knows? A lot of things that I thought weren't possible have happened, so... Oh, what's one more?
It's one thing recognizing that there's other gods when you've only dealt with a single one for the majority of your life, and another to hold on to the infinite impossibility of bringing back a time that is so clearly passed us by. I don't know exactly what happened. I aim to try and find out, if possible. There must be a reason I'm still here. A reason why I carry this gem with me. A reason why this is all coming together. Seems too much of a coincidence. And I feel like I'm being pulled. Do you feel that way?
She nods.
Pawns in a godly game.
Can't complain. I wouldn't be around here if it wasn't for her. Small payment. It's a pleasure.
Hold on to the little things, Ginevra. So easily slip through your fingers.
I try.
Okay. It's very pleasant to listen to. Anything else? Little character moments we want to hear? Alright.
Oh, yeah. I thought of one, but it's very short. At this point, Akron needs to pull Ginevra out of earshot of Aaron in specific.
Okay.
Very important.
Okay.
It's very
Pull out of
important.
earshot.
Yeah.
Either push ahead or
Scheming.
fall a little bit back.
So Ginevra, don't react to what I'm about to say, okay? Aaron doesn't know what a prank is.
That's
And I think, given that this is his new home and as part of our quest is helping him find a place where he belongs, it's our duty to educate him on this incredibly important part of our culture.
I think that is very compassionate of you.
Thank you. I thought so as well. And given your excellent proficiency with the skill, if I remember correctly, I think we are the perfect pair to introduce him to this.
Agreed.
I'm gonna give
Have
a
you
little...
any ideas?
You know, I've been thinking, a lot of the stuff we used to do won't exactly work, but we'll have to get creative given our limited resources. But I think we can come up with something good.
I don't think what would really get to him. So I think something, I don't know, something small, but I don't know, like finding something everywhere. For
Yeah,
some
no,
unknown reason.
I think that's a good idea. Yeah. I think if we can find something small enough to just leave all over his stuff, like just in like hide a bunch of them in random places, I think that this would be like the best way to start. We'll have to think of an object though.
We'll workshop it. We'll have to brainstorm some ideas. If only
Absolutely.
I had my little book of tricks.
I mean, we're creative people. I mean, you remember some of the stuff we pulled back in our youth.
Yeah. The only problem is the travel.
Yeah.
Constantly changing. We can't set up anything in any kind of space. It's gonna have to be dynamic. It's gonna have to travel with us.
Yeah. But come on, two master pranksters like us. We'll figure it out. He'll never see it coming.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. With that idea now planted, Ekron will like spend some time trying to brainstorm stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna need time outside of the session.
Yeah, right. Me too.
Gremlins.
No, this was
lot of
important to set up.
It's gonna be one elaborate ruse.
Are we the baddies? Question mark.
Were we ever not?
Drama? I don't think I'm the drama.
Are you toxic?
Well, she has poison.
It's just a prank, bro.
The poisons. The poison. The rogue twins.
That's where I come in to limit the level of poison.
Yeah, it's just a
Maybe
prank,
it's a-
bro. I mean, you said you want to experience life's extremes, and if you ask me, getting poisoned is pretty extreme. No, this is confuse, don't abuse rules. So, like, and the more confused you are, the better we've done. So, like, I'm aiming for the first time Acheron left you the angry rock levels of confusion.
I remember that laugh. Oh,
like
it was such a
the
hard
first
one.
time you found an angry looking rock in your stuff.
The Angie rock.
The Angie rock.
Oh, my
It always be
favorite.
with me.
I love that.
Alright. You have some pleasant chats, among each other. Talk about the weather. Kind of deal. And eventually afternoon turns into late afternoon, and then it turns into dusk. You search for a place to make camp. The clouds have been thickening, but really the dark cloud seems to have moved north and is not in your path currently. You eventually find another abandoned home made out of stone and a turf roof, but it's only one building. There's no like outhouse or any like animal pen or anything like that. Like before, you do this whole sneak kind of
20s.
deal, natural 20s, open the door really, really carefully, and inside you see extremely ransacked home, with a fire pit in the center. There used to be some kind of cooking pot that was held aloft, but it's kind of been scattered into a corner. A bed has been turned upside down. There's just hay and straw around it, as even the bedding that kept it, that was above it, has been taken. The central dining table has been broken in half. There's only perhaps 3 chairs that have survived. They all are incredibly rickety and unstable. There are some broken, seems to perhaps been a vase or a jar or some kind of cutlery that's in another corner, but it's abandoned. There's no corpse. It's still dry, and it's empty.
Yes. Are there any windows?
No, just a central, as a door, like before.
Corpse in like the same fashion as the last one? Like
I said there
murdered...
were no corpses. No corpses.
Oh, sorry. All I heard was the word corpse.
This time no corpses.
Guess whoever's gonna be taking watch will do so outside. Don't wanna be completely blocked away from anything outside. I can set up an alarm anyways, but if they're watching outside, it won't do us much good.
Sounds like a good idea.
I can camp outside with Zelia this time. It's a little warmer down here.
Our air temperature is a bit more comfortable. How many people can this building fit? Because there's 6 of us.
I mean, it can fit that. It's like, what, 5 meters times 6 or 7 meters?
Okay.
So
there's space. Cool.
yes, it will be a little bit cramped around the fire pit if you want to sleep alongside it, but otherwise...
If it's not
dry.
raining, Aaron would
No.
just want to like be outside anyway. We can spark a fire outside. But he will do the same thing of like making sure that he digs some of the ground so that the fire isn't like visible from range. So a little fire pit of his own outside. Or I mean, other Dennis can sit out there, but it's like for taking watch, you don't have to watch inside.
Yep. For sure.
Yeah. I think the Tiny will set up nearby the door and just kind of wait and be ready to watch. And if we have time, she will be transcribing her spells.
Okay.
Actually, it depends on how much time we have, because I need minimum 2 hours.
Well, first of all, it's dinner, right? You kind of sit down and like take care of your sore feet. Are you inside during that time for dinner, or are you outside?
Yeah.
For that as well, Aaron.
Tiny is inside. Oh, Aaron. Sorry.
Oh. Yeah.
I mean, it's like he's used to being out in the wilderness, so to speak. So being outside with like a fire pit, you know, and Zelia's right there, you know, it's the kind of standard. If it's like a cramped up inside, there's no reason to be inside unless it's like...
Yeah, Celia would have a very hard time getting in because
for sure.
The roof is very close to the ground, you know?
No, it makes sense to be outside. It's where he's, I guess, comfortable. It's where he's been with Zelia for a while. It's cramped inside. Unless it's pouring with rain, there's no need for shelter.
Okay. Alright. You have a fun time with Zelia outside. Any conversations during dinner? No? I think we have exhausted them.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. But that's fine. I always double check, you know? You are a chatty bunch.
Wow.
We chatted ourselves out, I guess.
I think we know what we need to, and now that we don't have to talk in riddles, we can actually get what we need to say out. And like, now we can say what we need in like 3 sentences instead of 13.
What? Did you jump in?
Go ahead.
Okay.
I was just gonna ask, Acheron, having kind of had multiple mentions of the time before all of this stuff happened, when they first knew each other, he's kind of reminded of that time and how there was a lot that was left kind of unsaid, out of understanding that it needed to be. But in the current circumstance, maybe things have changed. And so I guess ask how they're feeling and whether they are in a mood to talk about what the hell was going on for that year and a bit that that they were with each other.
Alright, Jenna will talk about that.
Yeah, Akron's willing to talk about it. Akron will be like, I guess there's no reason not to anymore, right? You're already kind of marked for death, huh? Do you have questions or just kind of everything?
Yeah, I mean, you know me. Curiosity, I had to hold down for a lot of that time because I knew that you couldn't speak about it, but there was a particular time I remember where you were a bit more flighty, a bit more on edge. What happened?
Akron kind of thinks maybe for a second, and like their hand kind of drifts up to like touch the scar that like runs along their throat, and they kind of like let out like a heavy breath. It was second to last year of training, and the competition was pretty stiff at that point. I think I've talked a little bit before about not everyone gets to graduate, and at the end of every term, those who were lowest in the class disappeared. Didn't make the cut forward. So, competition was cutthroat, I guess you could say. Officially, we weren't allowed to murder each other, but the actual rule was more you're not allowed to get caught doing it. And, well, I was never the most friendly individual.
The door
made
opens
a-
and an item rolls onto the ground into the middle of all of you and explodes into a big cloud of gas.
Oh god.
Oh!
Aaron, you hear the door open behind you, and then a shadowy figure disappear behind the corner of the house before you're able to completely turn around and look for it. They're incredibly fast, but you know that there's something there.
Next time, Lola.
We had people on watch or something. How did this happen?
I immediately
Okay,
like
there's
summon
those.
the sword to my hand, and like try and my eyes dart this way and that, and I like look to Zelia and I say in Elvish, danger.
Yeah, I
Titania,
need everybody that's inside to make me a vitality saving throw, please.
Great.
Guess that's a fitting time for them to show up, huh?
Saving throw.
15.
Pray for the -1.
That 20, baby.
See if I can get negative.
Of course, I still have mage armor up, but guess what? It don't matter with saving throws, baby!
Oh shit, I need to put
I
you
think-
with Dennis and...
Pretty well.
Let me check my sheet actually. I
Still on
might be
average.
wrong.
It's the fucking cyanide gas, isn't it, Ajax?
Shoulda ate outside.
I would like to think so, but Bexxy took it off the poison dock. So I have no way of checking now. Why'd you remove it, Bexxy? I was so excited for that.
Secrets.
It was
DM
like for this
reasons.
reason.
Like, it's the only reason I bought apples in the first place.
It was honestly because I got scared about my searches. I downloaded Tor, but I haven't been able to research it.
You'll be like hunted down for like researching how to make cyanide gas.
Yeah, I'm very scared. I had some very disturbing searches, okay?
VPN.
It's the I'm a writer moment.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, just add
Yeah.
I'm a writer after all of your Google searches.
Yeah.
Really?
No, do it.
Okay, so, Dennis,
Yeah, you're so
Fuck me.
fucked.
And Ginevra,
Mhm.
you have fallen unconscious.
Oh yeah, this is cyanide gas. Actually, I do know this.
The
No,
rest-
see, that's why the gas is effective. Is if you fail the saving throw, it's an automatic out.
well, this is actually a sleep gas more
Oh,
than an
shit.
instant death gas.
Why is there no sleep gas on this Bexxy? I demand recipes in my
Give
book.
recipes.
Fair is fair.
This is my magic.
Because
Well, the thing is, if
this is a special person.
I know who this is.
Also, I,
Y'all
I
don't
did
know.
say Titania
See,
was sitting next to the door, so I'm gonna place her there.
Okay, no, that's completely
Remember-
fine. It's a 4
Rem-
meter area, and you
Cool.
kind of all the whole kind of area inside is kind of affected by
remember when Ginevra was like, Acheron doesn't have any more secrets?
that. Let's roll initiative. Ginevra, you do not roll initiative.
Okay.
You can sit back and relax, drink some tea.
I'm not sleeping.
No, my initiative.
slacker.
Oh god.
And Zelia's initiative. Since I'm not on her.
Yep.
Oh,
Donna
it's
managed to.
a standard roll.
Oh my god, nat 1? Oh, fuck me.
Tell me if I've forgotten somebody. Why is there so many Bogdanas?
She's very powerful.
Mirror image. Oh my god.
There we go.
What
Wow.
the fuck? Is this
Wow.
because of our sneak rolls earlier?
Yeah, that's why I started laughing a little bit to myself, because
I
I thought
rolled-
to myself that you are wasting these good rolls.
Yeah.
Also,
Rolled
remember
a 3, a
earlier
4,
when
and a
I was
6
like
today.
being pessimistic and y'all were like, "You're being pessimistic." Fuck you. I'm being right is what I'm being.
Okay.
My rolls have been so shit. My one good roll was when I used my 19 portent.
That's very true.
Well, I started
You
off
know,
with a critical.
At least my armor value's nice.
Jeez, Bogdana,
No.
you have extra initiative. Okay. Titania, you got an 8. And Acheron has a 5. Jeez. Yeah, you weren't kidding. Since that was a surprise round, and now everybody has kind of cleared that surprise round, and nobody's surprised anymore, then let's go to an actual turn order. It's still my turn.
Critical strike.
Okay, I'm gonna use a bonus action to do something. God, I need this. Holy moly. Okay. What is your passive perception, Aaron?
My passive perception is 14.
Yeah.
Rip. Nice knowing you.
We got sharpshooter, so that's okay. Okay. A crossbow bolt comes flying out of the darkness towards you. That's a that's a 30 hit.
30?
Yeah, 30.
I mean, God.
30 on a not natural 20?
No, actually, I'm wrong. It's a greater favorite enemy as well. Yeah, no, this is 34.
I mean, you can say it's 100. It wouldn't make any difference.
Are you sure? You don't
split the
know where
cells.
they are, so this is going to be, this is going to be, extra sneak damage on top of this. Yes, as 24 damage.
Jesus Christ!
24. Okay.
Their precision is revealed to you though, but like in what general area they're in, but you can't really see them because they're still like extremely like hidden. There's a secondary effect though. I need you to make me a vitality saving throw.
I
Don't make the. If you can't change that roll, I would change that roll.
I have a thing, I think. Need to look.
What is with our dice right now? This is not okay.
No.
No?
I cannot change that. I don't think. Nope.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Alright. At the start of your turn in 4 turns, something's going to happen. But nothing for now. You just feel something pulsate through your system, and they're in this direction. The bolt came.
Which I can't see where you're pointing.
Oh. Can't see this?
No.
No? Have I hidden from others? No, I have to show others. I am the wrong layer.
Oh, okay.
Alright. And that's the end of my turn. What does Bogdana want to do? Bogdana. Is gonna cough, and she's gonna open the door to at least let the vapors out. As a 1-3 item interaction, she's gonna slam the door open and step out and ask, "What in the devil's neck is happening?" to Aaron as she coughs.
There's an assailant with a bow, and very, very good. I've been hit by something. I feel it.
Okay. That would be fun if she did that. Perhaps prepare. I mean, yeah, she's gonna bring her hands together. A green color coming from within her robes. Her eyes actually starts to crackle lightning. And she's gonna call lightning from above. But she's gonna hold the spell until something is within the range. She's still gonna have to do a spell check, which she definitely succeeds, and that's that. Titania!
Well, hello, 'tis I. Okay.
Hi.
First and foremost, bless on Bogdana, Aaron, and Acheron. Let me roll that spell check. 24. There we go. Easy peasy. So hold on to that spell, and then is also going to move, I guess. Let's see.
Bogdana too?
5. Yeah, Bogdana, Aaron, and Acheron, because they're the ones that are awake.
Okay.
I've already used my action. Yeah, is going to step outside, just get a better view of the situation going on. Oh, it looks like it's dark, right. Fantastic.
Right. It's evening.
Is going to say, Aaron, now's the time, what's going on? And is going to do Artist Inspiration on Aaron. Bonus action.
Ooh.
Yeah, and is going to... Just gonna stand in the doorway to make sure she has eyesight of both the inside and the outside. Okay, yeah, cool. And people can sneak past her, so...
Okay. Alright, Aaron.
Cool. People as in our allies, not enemies.
What you want to do, Aaron? You're muted.
I'm gonna look to Titania and point my sword towards the direction of where I feel like the arrow came from. It's like, so it's there.
Alright.
And I will
Titania.
maybe mount Zelia.
Probably.
What is the mount? It's like, is it half movement or 5 feet?
Let me see. Mounting. Once during movement, you can mount a creature that is within 1 meter of you or dismount. Doing so costs an amount of movement equal to half your speed. Can't mount a seat if you have less than half your movement.
You said that very quickly, sorry.
So you can mount a creature that is within 1 meter of you. Doing so costs half your movement. If you
Okay.
have less than half your movement left, you cannot mount.
Okay, I will mount.
Alright. So then we're using Celia's speed. And she will run on her turn, right?
No, I can then
right.
spur Zelia.
Well, you mounted, you have two options. You can either control the mount or allow it to act independently.
No, I'll control her.
Okay.
The And
initiative
I will
changes to match yours. It moves as you direct it, and there's only 3 actions. Dash, disengage, or dodge.
Yep. I will.
And it can move and act
Spur.
on your turn.
I will spur her towards where I felt the bow come from.
Okay.
The arrow come from.
How many meters do you have?
Well, it's Zelia's movement, but halved. So I think it will be 4.
Okay. So right yonder. Taking you with her. You can put her to the back.
Yep.
Damn. There you go.
But you said that they revealed themselves to me, or not?
Their location was revealed when you attacked, right?
Yeah.
And the bolt came from here.
Okay. I guess I'll use my bonus action as I'm galloping to, gain a certain fervor, and I will.
Turns into 3, by the way, also.
I will. Sorry.
Your 4 turns into 3.
What do you mean 4 turns into 3?
Where something happens, the secondary effect happens in 4 turns.
Oh yes, of course. And I will proclaim a judgment of contempt for this assailant.
Okay.
Which means I get a +1 on all saving throws, which is doubled for vitality.
Nice. Okay.
And for my action, I will dash on Zelia
All right.
for 8.
8. Okay. Just right in that line.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoever what was there is not like there anymore, but I will allow you to do a perception check to look around. And I will do so
I'll
with
use it with my artist inspiration at the same time.
and I will roll with disadvantage since you have like a
Go,
clue
go, go.
where they are.
I'm dropping artist inspiration every turn. I got font of inspiration now, so
Yes.
we're good.
D6, D8,
D6.
15.
It requires me to have 5 levels in artistry before I upgrade.
You
so now I have
quickly
2,
look around in the for you, which is dim light out here, and still you cannot spot them. There's a lot of
No.
crevasses around, a bit dark, but for now, no. Sadly
Alrighty.
not. Okay, Acheron.
First things first, I'm leaving, so 2, 3, 6, 7,
Mhm.
8, 9, 10. Do I see anyone?
No, but you heard Aaron gallop off into the distance.
Okay, well then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to shout into the night, face me, you talentless coward. If you're actually worth what I think you are, you'll quit the tricks and face me like a real agent. As loud as I possibly can into the night. And I will prepare an attack should anything actually come towards me. Or any hostile thing actually come towards me.
Okay, all right. So Celia, is
You can leave it there, but it's
Yes.
irrelevant right now.
yes.
I will also make sure to, in that speech, alert my allies that I'm pretty positive this is an agent
Oh,
of the church and to
shit.
expect some tricks.
Bexxy,
Yeah?
I didn't add bless.
Oh, add bless then. 1d4.
God bless.
So, that's what
16.
I do.
Well,
I
Still
challenge
not.
this thing to a fight and, let everyone know this is someone from the church, probably. So.
Okay, alright. Behind you, dressed in a spotted cloak that seems to have some kind of shimmer effect to it, Aaron. Somebody darts out from behind cover of the stones right here. Nah. Yeah. And runs over here. And she is going to say, only a fool fights not dirty. And she's gonna throw another gas grenade. It's gonna land right here, and I need Acheron, Obudana, and Titania to make me a vitality saving throw.
Natural 20.
Oh, nice.
Damn. You got 1d4 extra because of
Bless.
bless. Oh, geez. Okay, so both Titania and Acheron makes it. Bogdana loses concentration of the spell and she falls unconscious.
No cold lightning.
No cold lightning.
Oh, but they are visible now. I see them.
And they are going to use a bonus action to
Did Bogdana not see that person before the thinking because she was holding her action to cast lightning when they saw an assailant.
True, when she ran forward, right? Yeah, that's true. Call lightning would have come down, but the dexterity saving throw. Very, very true. Wow, that's a fail.
Correct.
Yeah. But they're gonna use their reaction to use Uncanny Dodge. So it's gonna deal less damage, but we definitely got our first a huge crackle of lightning hits into the ground where Bogdana points. This engine kind of like jumps a little. A few of these strands of electricity kind of bites into the upper thigh, but she kind of skirts around and continues running, throws a grenade, and Bogdana falls down on the ground after a bit of coughing. Okay. That was Bogdana. Titania, your turn.
Yeah, so I can see this person, right?
Yes, now you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast command and shout just full venom in the voice. Grovel! And yeah, cast command.
Okay.
I keep my soul.
Yeah,
I need a
for
wisdom
sure.
saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw, you say?
Oh, wisdom. No, it's resolve in this game. Sorry.
How dare you! Yeah, it's a soul save.
For fuck's sake.
Oh, that's a 13.
13 fails. They must use their action to fall prone and do no movement on their next turn. And then Titania is going to say, Acheron, now's the time! And Artist Inspiration Acheron.
Okay.
I need to pull up the
Sorry,
wiki real
Ginevra,
fast.
Bogdana, and Dennis. It's poison. I don't think shaking you awake is gonna do anything.
No. But
I needed. This is the plan.
So that's where I burn the rest of my potential in one go.
Do it. If now's not the time, then when is?
Alright, that's
I have
Titania's
too much.
turn. Then we got Aaron. First one.
Okay. I see the assailant rush back. Oh god. Okay, so I'm gonna wheel Zelia around, and I get to do a thing for the first time ever. I will like wield the blade, and Zelia makes a roundabout and travels 8 meters there. And because I have mounted combatant, I can make this attack with advantage.
Ooh!
Yeah, I think. Believe. Yep. So I will, as I see that creature, I will first cast. I see them on the ground, right?
They go prone on their turn.
On the next turn.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I will, as a bonus action, just like point the blade towards them. Like obviously they're facing Acheron, and I will cast Hex at them as a bonus action as the blade gem lights up. And I will choose Dexterity
Okay.
to be their disadvantage. And then I will make a heckin' attack.
Do it.
Bonk 'em.
Bonk 'em. Bless is a D4, right?
Plus adds a D4.
22.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Damn. 20 will hit.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah, it will.
It's not gonna do so much damage there. But it takes, I guess I get hex damage, right?
Mhm.
Which would be radiant damage. Naturally.
Naturally.
Oh no, it's actually, it doesn't say that in Frostmark. I'm just looking at the spell. It's only necrotic damage.
For flavor, I will allow you to use radiant. No worries.
Ah, you're sweet.
Okay. So how much is
11 points with 6 radiant damage.
it? Okay.
Is dismounting free movement or not?
You can dismount or mount, I think, as half your movement. Unless you got some kind of feature that helps you.
Okay. Then I'm done. And she is hexed, yep.
Yep.
And I reduced that to a 2.
Yes. No worries. I got you back. There we go. I said that to Lola. There we go. Okay, Acheron, what do we want to do?
Moving in and attacking.
Okay.
Beat his ass.
So I get 2 attacks on my turn now to start.
Yo. Monk shit time, let's go. You got this, Acheron. And bless. And you also have Bardic Inspiration, should you desire.
Okay, good to know. So it's the first
Ooh.
one.
Damn.
Can I add Bardic Inspiration? Second one?
Natural one is an auto miss.
Yes.
Oh,
Sandy.
okay.
Sandy.
Oh well. So the first one hits, so and I get sneak attack 'cause Aaron's on the other side, right? Is that Aaron? It looks like there's an icon on the other side of that
Yes.
person.
Yes,
yes.
yeah, Aaron's
That
done.
is Aaron, yep, you do get
If Aaron's within 1 meter of this person, I get sneak attack.
Woo!
That's 12, and I'm spending a mastery point for greater aggression, so...
2 more attacks, right?
Yeah.
Do it.
There's the first one. There's the second one, and on that second one, I will use the Bardic Inspiration.
Go for it, King.
The 6, right? Or
It's a
the
d6,
six?
yes.
So that's a
Woohoo!
17 now. Does 17 hit?
17 does hit.
Okay, so both of those hit, so...
Hits.
So that's the first one, that's the second one. And I need a dexterity save.
Okay. We should do this. 27.
What's the dex save for, if I may ask? I don't know all your
I
abilities.
can knock them prone if they fail.
Oh boy, they go prone and then they have to use their action to go prone again. Pog.
Grovel even deeper.
Yeah. Okay.
What is
Bexxy,
it?
you're muted.
Oh,
If
am
you're
I?
speaking to us, you're muted.
I was just laughing. And I said indeed.
Ah.
Okay, is that, let's see,
Dex save,
And
which
without-
you're hexed for.
might
not be.
at the 27 is what I rolled for the dex save.
Yeah, that's fine. So you're not prone, but you
And
did
there was
take all of that damage.
5 plus an 8 there for the other 2 hits, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
5 plus 8 plus 12. And then because I have the mobile feat and I'm very, very cool, just in case,
Mm-hmm.
I am gonna back up.
Okay.
Mobile fecal bird.
I believe that's everything.
Okay. All right. Then we have my turn, which I have to drop down as an action on the ground.
You go prone
Wow.
and take no actions. Yep.
Okay.
Or the target falls prone and ends its turn. It's not take no. It's usually-
She is going to starts laughing there on the ground and says, I never experienced this before. I'm new.
Lady, you're so fucked up.
Titania, your turn.
One question before. So I said this was an assumption, but I want to ask just in case there's a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like they will wake up if I try and shake them awake?
It seems to be it's a chemical induced sleep rather than a normal sleep.
Do damage.
Okay.
Or cast command again.
That. Yeah, Titania's gonna just say halt.
Okay.
Fuck you. You don't move. You take no actions. Just stay there on the ground, fucker. Another resolve saving throw.
Damn. Okay.
You wanted us to take this seriously.
That's a 14.
14 fails. They are staying where they are. Okay.
Yes.
And then, dropping another artist inspiration on Acheron. Once more with Gusto Acheron.
Okay.
So Acheron has artist inspiration. That's my turn. That's
All
all I
right.
need. That
Thanks,
bitch
bestie.
is moving. All attacks have advantage.
You have
now because it's
advantage.
the throne.
Get her. Fuck her up.
I'm already asleep.
Take care, Lola. Thank you so much for being here. Sleep well.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.
And now we all get to be in different spots.
Yes.
Of overlay.
Yep. I'm now.
Oh, jeez. That's really messed up. Fuck.
Neat. Good job, Lola.
Shit. Alright, that works at least.
Kinda. Oh, cool. I'm out of order. Cool. So I'm gonna dismount for half my movement as I pat Zelia on the neck with a knowing touch to say time to go to battle. And
Okay.
standing over this assailant, I'm gonna whisper, "Wrong night to knock an arrow." And I will attack her on the ground with a downward stabbing motion as I cast a Frosty Blade on my sword at the same time.
Get him. Get him.
Her.
You have
okay,
advantage?
that- I do.
Skidoo.
No
Okay.
mercy.
That
I was about to say we should probably interrogate her, but no.
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 21.
This is too strong. They'll just escape.
swing out to hit. Should hit.
Also,
yeah, for
agents are trained in being tortured, so like we wouldn't get anything anyways.
I have the ability to
Yeah.
do
It's
the
murder
damage
time.
already. With just, I think I can just do that. Okay.
Besides, killing the
so-
messenger
oh, God.
does send a message.
Oh, that's D6. That's wrong. It's a
Oh
D8.
god. Okay, so roll a
So it's
d8.
a 4 plus 3 is 7 plus 1 ice damage plus D6 radiant.
Okay, so all in all, that is
A 7, 8, 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage.
Yeah. The rolls.
Mm, do. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Even though you're stabbing downwards and she can't move, there's just a slight twitch that goes through her, and she angles herself slightly so she doesn't take as much damage from your attack as she would have. Doing an uncanny dodge. You seem to have eyes.
Uncanny.
Yes, seems to have eyes at the back of her skull. Akron.
I have a question about potential and specifically empowered martial arts. Okay. So does it upgrade the damage die I'm doing for one turn, like all of them, or is it just one attack?
Let me see.
The wording is unclear. Because it says upgrade the size once of your weapon damage die for your unarmed or quarterstaff attacks this turn, but I want to make sure it's all of them.
Once this turn.
One attack this turn?
Yeah, you may spend 40 potential to upgrade the size once of your weapon damage dies for armor quarterstaff this turn. Oh no, it just says upgrade the die once, so it is for all your attacks this turn.
Spending 40 potential to make my attacks now a d6, and doing the thing again.
And all attacks have advantage.
Yes. 2D. 2D. And is Bless still up, or?
Bless is still up. I have not been attacked.
Yeah. Okay, so if you had a 1d4, you do a 1d6 now, if that. If it's a 1d6, it's a 1d8.
There's the first one to hit. And 15. Then the second attack to hit. And then I am going to spend a mastery point to do 2 more attacks. With greater aggression.
Okay.
So. Does 15 hit or no?
15 is a no. And I will force you to repeat the same attack against Aaron.
Huh?
Why?
Seeing that, can I portent a 12 onto that first attack?
So a 7 becomes 12 instead?
So 7 becomes a 12, yes, which would raise the total to 20.
Okay, I will allow it.
I don't want Aaron to get attacked. Aaron's already taken enough damage. So your first attack hits now?
Yes, the arrow is good.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll the damage for both of those first, and then I'll do my other 2.
You just saw a divergent reality where Aaron's fists were coming against Aaron, and you're like, oh no, I want to change this. With the help of some...
alternate reality.
Yeah,
magic.
Some time reality shenanigans,
And I get sneak attack. So that's first damage, second damage. Here's sneak attack.
19.
I should have rolled these all together, but fuck it. There's sneak attack, so it's 9 plus 10 plus 5. And then I'm doing 2 more attacks.
Okay.
Fuck them up.
That's a 23 for the first one, and since one of them hit, I'm stealing her reactions. No reactions until my next turn.
Okay.
And the other one, I'm using my Bardic Inspiration to add to that.
There you go.
Alright.
So that's now a 20 as well. So both of those also hit, and because my die is still upgraded, 5. No, it didn't roll. Wait 1 second.
Build so much.
It's 9 and 6. So another 9 and 6.
Another 9
Damn
and 6.
it. 9 plus 6 damage. So however fucking much damage I just did this turn.
So you just did 24 plus 15 damage. It was 39 damage.
And now we're equal.
Bloodied on the ground, and she is gonna cackle out through like the blood on her lip. Well, maybe you have some true potential if you were able to live it through it all.
And remember, no reactions until my next turn.
Okay. so simple.
Did all of your attacks hit?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, over hit.
because of portent.
Yep, because Portent and the Bardic Inspiration.
You just missed a +2 as well, by the way. One to a hit.
Oh yeah.
Where?
Flanking.
The combination of Portent, Bless, and Bardic
Oh.
Inspiration was exactly
So-
what I wanted.
I get +2 for flanking.
So now it's her turn again, but now
No.
But
Incorrect.
now
Celia
she
has a turn.
She,
oh, Celia
she
has a
can't
turn,
move
right.
and takes no action.
Oh, okay,
Celia
so
has a
what
turn.
what Celia wanna do?
Deal with the hoof stomp
The hoof stomp.
Let's
Yeah.
go, Celia!
with +2
An
to attack.
advantage!
God.
An advantage.
He's prone, baby!
This girl.
Nat 20.
Yes!
Whoa.
Fuck them up!
It's gonna be
Fuck
some
this
heckin'
girl.
hoofy curb stomping.
She fucked with the wrong. We were like, tonight is not the night, and we are not the ones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Not today.
let's roll,
Not today.
Roll some damage.
It's just the dice that get doubled, right? Not the bonuses.
Only the dice, indeed.
Nice.
Today is not the day, and we are
16
not the ones.
points of bludgeoning damage.
Fuck yes. Fuck you, lady.
16 points. Okay.
And so, halt, the target doesn't move and takes no actions, and because getting up from prone takes movement, she can't get up from prone!
And you can't take any reactions. Either.
Nope, no reactions this turn either.
Can't take any
We've
reactions.
stolen everything.
We have completely shut her down.
But I can take technically bonus actions.
Does bonus action
Does-
takes no actions?
Yeah, it's no actions. So no bonus actions
cool.
is possible.
Try me, bitch.
Cast teleportation as
Yeah.
a bonus action.
Yeah, no.
Misty Step is technically a bonus action.
True. But I cannot hide and I cannot move. So I cannot dash or disengage. Alright, okay. Then.
And the thing you're thinking of, isn't that a bonus action as well? Or I mean an action as well?
What?
Bexxy knows what I'm talking about. No, it's not. But the question is, can you get far enough away from me for it to matter?
She's
It's
gonna
not-
do an offhanded attack with her dagger.
You can't do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have to
it's
make
offhand.
you have to make an attack with your
You have to
main
take an
hand
attack
first.
action to do a
Dude,
offhand
she
attack
can
with your
do
bonus
it?
action.
Unless she has some sort of
Unless she has some special ability.
True.
special ability, yeah.
She has to
make
do
that.
with the other one, okay. And that one triggers off of that. Okay, no. No.
Fucked lady.
That's she
This
can't
is
do
this
anything.
is what I'm saying to her. I don't know who she is, but this is what she gets.
Ahem.
Just this.
Yeah, no. Then we're back to Titonia. She
How many
doesn't
more of those
seem
do you
to
have?
be laughing anymore. Starts to grit her teeth.
I've used 3 of my first level spell slots. Another
How
one.
many more do you-
And I'm gonna say drop. Drop whatever she's holding and then
I'd rather
ends
you
her
keep
turn.
her down.
Oh wait, actually yeah, if actually no, if she drops whatever she's holding and then ends her turn, she can't move. Because she has to drop first and then she immediately ends her turn. So she can't move.
Okay.
Fair.
There we go. So that's my command.
Oh, so I guess there are no bonus actions. Like you immediately end your turn after taking no action.
I think it's more like
Mhm.
disarm as opposed to drop, because drop is like
Yeah.
another term for go prone.
I
mean,
just
drop is
keep
just what it says in
on
the spell
rolling
list.
to low, so that's a 13.
Fair. I'd rather you keep her
Oh,
prone, so that way we keep advantage. But
She's without her
Yeah, I mean
hands,
she can't move because
And-
immediately ends
yeah.
her turn, so she'll stay
Okay.
prone.
okay.
But yeah, now she
Um,
drops whatever weapon she's holding if y'all want to just grab that so she's unarmed.
Is that it? Is that it for your turn?
Artist Inspiration on Acheron.
Okay. Aaron, on the start of your turn, you take 16 poison damage. And you gain the nausea persisting injury.
Ow.
Got poisoned.
You gain
Ah,
major nerve damage. And the poisoned condition until you finish a long rest.
Yeah.
What does major nerve damage mean? Was it just...
Let's see. You are in constant pain from nerve damage. At the beginning of your turn in combat, you must make a DC 10 resolve saving throw. If you fail, you lose your action and are unable to do reactions until your next turn. You also have disadvantage because of poison. And the nausea.
On attacks. Yeah.
I can't spell nausea. It's so hard. Yeah, that's a big fucking injury for sure. How do you spell nausea? Is it like that? Yeah.
N-A-U-S-E-A?
Yes. Yeah. What does it do? Poison here. Nauseous. You must succeed on DC 10 vitality saving throw every 10 minutes before you consume food. Oh, no, that's minor nausea. Normal nausea is disadvantage of vitality checks. That's it.
Vitality check.
Yes. Okay. So at the start of your turn, you must now check if you're in so much pain that you cannot do anything.
Okay.
Which was a resolve saving throw as you fight against the pain.
Fight through the pain.
Fight through the pain.
And this is
Resolve.
only because you rolled a critical one against this poison that you got this injury. The nerve of this person is DC 10 resolve.
25.
Alright, you are able. But you have poisoned condition.
Yeah, so it'll be a straight roll. As I fight through the pain, I once more burn cold across my blade as I look down with a fair amount of aggression.
Okay.
So that would be just a straight roll.
Pop him.
Oops. My bad. Sorry, guys. Oh, that's damage. Apologies. And 11 to hit.
11 to hit is not enough. And no,
Hey,
I can't use
bless?
reactions.
Oh, and blast
Actually,
as
never mind.
well.
No, bless will make a difference. Because
Okay, well.
True.
his 15 was a not hit.
Yes,
So
well.
bless will make a difference.
Yes.
Don't you have flanking as well? It's not gonna do
Not
Oh,
really.
yeah.
Not really with Akron, no.
No, sadly not. Unless you
Celia
have moved.
does.
Celia does, indeed. But I have no reactions, or is that back now?
No,
No
if you
reactions till
start
start
off-
Akron.
No, till my turn.
Alright, okay.
Yeah, no reactions till my turn.
But it's your turn now.
Yeah, go for it.
What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna burn more potential to upgrade my damage die again.
Okay.
And we still have advantage because
Still
Another
advantage, you
40
still bless,
potential?
and you have artist inspiration.
yep,
And flanking.
I have enough. I've tracked. I'm keeping track of it. I didn't spend it for like 3 levels, so I had some.
And you get all your potential back after a week, so. Ooh! 27 to hit.
27 for the first one,
Yeah, sure.
25 for the second one,
Damn.
and I get sneak attack. So I'll roll 6 plus first damage, second damage,
So 12,
sneak attack,
17.
and then I'm burning a mastery point for greater aggression.
Okay.
Whoops, my bad. Did that roll?
No,
What did I
No,
do wrong?
Two Ds.
Whoops, thank you.
Too much
Double
Ds.
D's.
24
D.
for the first one, stealing your reaction, no reactions until my next turn.
Okay.
Both of those hit as well, so...
Damn.
And... Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
damage.
Another
14
whatever
more
damage that
points.
is. So that's...
14.
Whatever that was, so 6 plus 6 plus 5 plus 6 plus 8.
Yes, yes, I keep track. I keep track.
How's she looking?
Definitely bloodied.
I still have 3 more spell slots.
And if what you said about the does your potential recover?
No, it
Your,
takes until you level up or a week has passed.
Marshals. I don't think because if my it's
A
only
week
for
has
martial
passed
classes, right?
since the last time I used potential though, so would it be back to whatever
Or
it was?
like you're leveled or a week has passed. So if you level,
So-
then it resets, right?
Either way, I'm good. So then I have more than I thought.
And you can only store as much as you gained last level. So if you haven't used anything since you leveled, you have, and you're what, level
Okay.
5, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Geez, then you have like 160 or something like that left. 40, no, 120 is what you have left.
Yep. Cool. Well then, I am more set than I thought I was. Never mind, we can keep this going for a while. It's just Titania and Akron.
Finally,
just
somebody's using some potential.
tag
though.
teaming. And remember, I get like the cool glowy red eyes with my potential use. So right now, Akron just has like
yeah.
these blazing red eyes as they absolutely fucking beat the shit out of this woman. Anyway, no reactions until my next turn. I end my turn.
Nice. Nice. Okay, Celia.
Have some heckin' stomping.
Some
Come
more
on,
stuff.
Celia, let's see another natural 20. Get fucked.
So what was that, Bexy?
Yeah, stomp. Stomp away. Celia's turn.
Stop. 26 to hit.
Woo!
Yes. Fuck this woman. You thought.
9 point. Oh, that's a low.
You know what this
Aw.
proves? That's savage. You know what this proves? This proves that Acheron, that like no matter what your build is, the agents are really, really good. They're at their best when they're wailing on the helpless.
Jeez.
And it also shows that command is really good against single targets.
Very true.
She's gonna drop her knife.
Drop what she's holding
And then
and end her turn.
end your turn.
But I'm gonna use the opportunity to roleplay a little bit
Okay, cool.
instead. So she's gonna drop it, and she's gonna like show both of her hands, be there on the ground, quite bloodied, like a head wound from the stomps, and she's gonna cry. Okay. Seems like we're not able to do it this way. But you're all going to fucking die if you do not like agree to what I'm saying. And I also have all the, the stuff that is necessary to bring those people back from unconsciousness. If you want help with your injuries, like this is it. And it's not like I have it on me. I have hidden it somewhere else.
I think Titania just makes eye contact with Acheron and Aaron.
If
We
you're
are
not
here.
going to take this opportunity to talk to me, you're all dead. Tony,
Why?
you've gotta like pause combat and like Titania holds her action, right? Or do you want to do something?
Just is Akron actually trying to talk, or
I'm willing. If she moves, she's dead.
I get you.
Yeah, we can all like hold our actions to
Yeah.
straight up.
yeah, Titania will just hold another
Like
command.
if she picks up what she dropped, if she gets up off the ground, if she does anything other than talk, she's dead.
Okay.
That's Acheron's terms. Like even if she moves her face to look at them, dead. Like you
Yeah,
do not move.
She understands the rules. She holds up her hands and kind of like looks down on the ground. Seems really casual about it, actually.
And don't try the shadow trick either. Akron says that quietly to her.
You got it, boss.
Where's the stuff?
Well, that wouldn't be any fun, would it? It seems like she has royally underestimated you. But she won't next time, because she knows everything.
What do you want from
I'd
us?
rather there not be a next time, to be honest.
Well, I came here with, the sleepy bombs, rather than the hurdy stuff. But it sounds like, that weird guy that was on the horse right now took a really bad hit from one of my weaker poisons. And I can fix that. But
I've had worse.
I was planning on, interrogating you and getting all of this information that she wants. A little bit heavy-handed way, because I was ordered to do it that way. But, well, here we are. And, if I die, which I don't really fucking care about. What the fuck cares? I mean, she won't underestimate you again. And she won't ask next time. Next time it will be the stabby, dead kind of way.
So you're suggesting that you're having the upper hand here because you're antidote for the people that are asleep?
No, I'm saying that unless you cooperate with me, it's gonna be full-out war against you all, and the whole of church is gonna be brought down. It doesn't matter who the fuck any one of you are, even the priestess is going to fucking die.
Irene would dare to cross into Ravenmoor territory with agent forces? Wouldn't that put her whole truce in danger?
Well, try to say anything until you're dead, little rabbit.
I empathy composure check to see if she's like desperately trying to, like, is she bullshitting? I guess, like, does it look like she's desperately trying to come up with a reason for us not to straight up murder her?
Okay.
She doesn't care about her life, but that's a good idea.
No, is it more like it's trying to identify, not like, okay, does she want to live or die, but is she trying to make an excuse here for the purposes of trying to get away?
Can't really see her facial expressions, so this would be more of a manipulation. She seems very assured of herself. She's saying all of this in very matter-of-fact tone. She isn't moving a muscle. She's not being hostile or looking to, no muscles are twitching, getting ready to escape.
Titania will say, so that's what she wants from us. Information. Information about what?
Let me see. What happened in the cave? Where are all of your escort? What did you find out? Yes, basically that.
And she hasn't gone with the easy way of...
Well, she did, but
investigating.
apparently you refused.
No, the easy way of investigating the site itself. We can't stop her from doing that. And if she has that information from the site, then we're dead regardless. Why should we want you alive, then?
As I said, if you kill me, then this whole shaky tension truce between you and the Cardinal is over.
When was there ever a truce? This is violence against me and my family.
I think there's a number of shades of gray here. I mean, if you want scorched earth, then be my guest.
Akron's literally just waiting for permission from Titania at this point.
Aaron too.
I have done nothing to harm the church. I've only exercised my autonomy as a person. If they... I have no responsibility for whatever she chooses to do. Kill her.
Okay. Yes, let's do it.
And
Alright, that's all I needed.
Tanya will cast command again, and you guys go.
That is all Acheron needed.
Then you won't get healed. Do you want to be in this?
We're not listening. We're not listening.
If Aaron's okay with the poison, Acheron's okay with the murder.
The last thing she will say is that, do you want to be weakened when you go up against the Ravenmoors?
Obviously, we were going up against them.
Well, something is going down. It doesn't have to be violent, but it might just get violent. Who knows? I mean, that guy behind me is twitching right now in major, like, nerve damage right now. And we know that somebody's liver is not working like it should.
How exactly do you know that?
Cardinal has eyes.
In our camp?
I don't know, his fucking divine
You can
priest
scry on us
bullshit.
from anywhere.
If she
It's
can
true,
scry, then she can see us. Then she can see us kill you.
Aaron's, is Titania calling this off, or does her
Titania
thing
has
stand?
not made any. Titania has not made any inclination as like calling this off. She said kill her.
All right, well that's
Gave
all
you
I need.
permission.
All right, let's do it.
Go for it.
Killing her.
I mean,
That's all I
also
need.
Casting command again.
Aaron's
as well.
okay with it. Titania gave the word.
Fucking stupid, so be it.
All right, let's kill her.
She also has a hold action, though.
It's not her turn.
It's
not her
her
turn. And she didn't
It's
take
my
actions the last 2 turns, and her reaction was stolen the last 2 turns. Why did she hold the
True.
action?
True, but it's been a little bit of a grey area here since time has passed, so the command spell has stopped. The no reaction thing has also stopped. And
Okay,
so
fair.
she
fair.
would be able
We have
to
held actions.
hold an action.
Sure, we all held actions though.
We all
So-
held actions.
Okay.
Um,
So-
So if she...
Do we just resolve these all at once, or?
Even Zelia.
Yeah. So, but we will have to do some kind of new initiative for the hold actions, because otherwise it's gonna get way...
Sure. She would still be hexed, right?
yes.
So
Okay,
it'll
sorry.
be
Sorry
her
about that.
initiative will be at disadvantage because it's
Oh,
dexterity.
brutal. Love
True.
Okay, so
Alright.
just roll new initiative.
Yes.
Or...
that. New initiative, baby.
Fucking hell.
We
You
can.
wanna-
Can I add Bardic Inspiration to that?
You can.
2 initiative rolls?
I believe so, right? Ooh.
Ooh.
Wait, let me just because initiative rolls are a skill check, right? Ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an ability check. It's not a skill check.
But yeah, ability check.
But I...
is-
Okay, well then,
You can.
it still doesn't matter that much, but it's now a 9.
Damn, Aaron. Hell yeah.
Aaron and Zelia.
So are you back on top of her now?
What?
Are you
What?
back on
What'd you
mountain
roll?
or what?
No. She has her own initiative roll.
Okay.
She's stomping people.
She's stomping too. She she had held action to heck and stomp.
Right. So what is 19 for her?
19 for Zelia,
Okay.
not 20, 24 for Aaron.
Tanya. Is it 10 for you?
10.
It's hard to know which one, which has changed and which has not.
I haven't updated anything. Oh, except for Zelia, but I can just update Aaron right now.
7.
I got a 9.
Oh, you got a 9?
Yeah, because I added my bardic
bardic
inspiration to it.
Okay, then you all get to act first, actually. Damn. Alright, do your best.
Do our best. Sounds like a challenge. Okay. So
Go for
for Aaron's turn, it will be a straight roll, even though she's prone still. With bless, which I missed last time, and it will be bonus action. Icy blade before.
We actually missed something with Akron.
What?
Is your major liver damage.
Does that doesn't affect initiative, does it? It just makes me take poison damage whenever I take poison damage, and I haven't been damaged
But
yet.
you also need to do a vitality saving throw with DC 12 whenever you finish a long rest, or you gain the poisoned condition for the whole day.
Do
But that's
I?
okay.
Ooh.
Now?
Well, I won't, because since we've done so many rolls, we would have said that you succeeded this day, but we have to remember it for the future, you and I.
Okay. I will make a note of that somewhere.
Otherwise, we would have rolled all of this with disadvantage.
Well, regular rolls, I suppose, with all the advantage that's going on.
Yes. 15.
Yeah.
That's
15
a miss.
it's a miss. That's sad. But
Right.
Zelia will do hers.
Yes, with flanking activated.
Mm-hmm.
And you did
28.
Yeah, for sure.
That's 10 points of
10
bludgeoning
points.
damage.
So is this like each of us gets a turn, or is this just our held thing? I'm confused.
This is basically the new initiative for
Yes.
like we just all
Okay.
piled
Because
on each other.
everybody hold a turn, so...
because everybody held
Okay.
an action, we're just
Yeah.
redoing initiative.
Yeah.
So you get
So
full
it's a turn. Okay.
turn.
Okay, Titania.
Titania will say, "For the last time, grovel!" Just so they stay prone in case they get up.
Okay.
And I need a resolve saving throw.
As a 10.
Oh no.
Jeez.
Okay, yeah, she hasn't beat a 16 on any of these, so she's prone and ends her turn. And then Artist Inspiration on Akron. And that's my last use of Artist Inspiration, so make it count.
Okay.
Do my
Akron.
best. Wow, I wonder what I'm gonna do. It's such a mystery. Because I do a different thing every turn. It's so shocking. It's a 20 and a 24 for my first two.
Yes, they definitely hit.
And I get sneak attack because I have advantage. So there's
Take
the
her
sneak attack.
ass.
Also, I would have spent the 40 thing just because.
You have it.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
make it count, right?
Okay.
There's first damage. There's the second damage. So it's 18 plus 6, whatever the hell that is for my first
24.
set. Burn a mastery point.
So 6 is the first 6 is the sneak attack?
Yeah.
Thank you, Cookie. Thank you. So the first attack is 15, which she's gonna use her reaction to have.
Okay.
Okay.
And then the other damage is a 9. Okay.
Steal her reactions.
Bless still a. Yeah.
Bless is still up, yeah.
Please. There's the first one, so no more reactions until my next turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that works. So both of those hit, I'm assuming.
Unless she's increased her AC from last time.
No, for sure. For sure. Both of them hits.
And then that's 5 plus 8 more damage.
Alright. She's definitely looking hurt.
And my turn.
Okay.
And you gotta grovel and end your turn, babe.
Babe.
That she will do. And she's just gonna simply say, and kind of relax her muscles and say, you know, death is not the end. See you soon.
You think? You know, Akron will say that's what you think out loud.
Hmm.
I know something you don't.
God. Okay, Aaron misses.
Okay.
Zelia. God,
Yeah?
she's doing well.
Celia's amazing.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
That's it for both me and Zelia.
Okay.
All right. So, question for Titania's turn.
Mm-hmm.
So, Firebolt is a ranged spell attack, which ranged attacks get disadvantage on prone creatures.
Yes.
What if I'm point blank? What if I'm point
Also-
blank?
It's also a disadvantage.
Yes.
It's still disadvantage.
Mhm.
Yeah. Again, Titania just doesn't have any attacks. That's the thing. For one attack, it's
Either-
terrible.
It's like heckin'
Yeah,
like
unless
a
you have
curb
no more
stomper.
spell slots. If you have no more spell slots for hold person, do as much damage as possible.
I mean, I do have. I have 2 more spell slots which I could use on command.
Do you want her to get up?
No, so I guess drop another command to say grovel. Fuck you. I'm so tired of your shit. I've used bless and then just command over and over again. Fuck you. in
Listen, it's for a
particular.
good cause. It's for a good cause of murdering her.
Murder.
We're sending a message.
This is the most absurd use of the command spell I've ever seen. Can I just say?
Yeah.
I never expected to succeed this many times.
Cool.
You
So
rolling,
is it-
Bexxy?
What? Have we already done the thing?
The command.
Command spell. Oh, I lose that. I lose that.
Alright, we're
Oh.
doing command again?
Yeah.
I was waiting for that.
Sorry, yes, I did cast command.
Okay.
And I
Which one of them are we
moved the
doing?
soul.
Bravo.
Grovel?
Bravo. She gotta stay down.
20 this time.
Funny. Okay, well.
It's
My
okay, I
luck
still have
might
a
run out at
turn
some
before
point.
she gets up.
Yeah, kick her ass. She's still prone and she still can't move, so.
Do my
Alright.
best.
Akron, your turn.
It's the last time I'm spending potential because that's getting ridiculous. There's the first one.
Nice. Nice.
Damn.
There's the second one.
Okay.
So we get sneak attack. Remember, no reaction still. Or no, now she gets her reaction back, sorry, because it
At the
is
end of
my
your turn.
turn. So, yeah, at the end of my turn, so no reactions
so
yet.
no reaction still.
So
Yes.
1d6, that's 6 for sneak attack. And because I spent the potential, I'm spending all my potential. 10 for the. So 16 for the first attack, and 6 for the second. And I'm burning my last mastery point.
Do you have to do that, or I mean, you can wait until Bexxy says otherwise.
I will wait, I guess. Is she dead?
How do you want to do this?
Yeah, and then your last 2 attacks you just used to kill all our death saving throws. Sorry.
I mean, kind of the goal. If I can choose to, I think just taking the knife and, like, how brutal am I allowed to be with this? We are sending a message. I think kind of like, you know, like, grip here and just shoving it straight through her throat, kind of mirroring, you know how Medea was shot through the throat, like when she died the first time?
Okay.
Same thing, but like with a knife. And just
Damn.
and Acheron says, "Give Rion my regards." And right through.
All right. There's mostly shock on her face, and the body kind of goes limp. And yeah, that's that. Good job, guys. Holy shit.
Tania's gonna nab that soul.
Yeah, do it. Take it. Take that
Titania's
soul.
upset. Titania's really upset after what that person just said.
That soul.
And also what they did to Aaron. Like,
He looks,
thank you.
He's wincing. Trying to hide the
Poisoned
pain.
buddies.
Yeah. Holy shit.
I would love to say that I could help you, but Acheron actually canonically does not know how to make any of the antidotes to the poisons they know how to make for death reasons.
Maybe there's something on her.
We can definitely scour the area for wherever her stash was. So.
It's a
Yeah,
big soul, that's for sure.
Big soul. Yeah, that was a tough. How much damage did you guys? You guys did over like 100 damage, you two, didn't you? It was brutal.
It was a lot, yeah.
Yeah. I did not expect to drop 4 commands on one enemy.
I did not expect to burn.
All your potential?
Yeah. Worth it.
Worth it.
All my potential, all my mastery points.
Yeah, fuck that.
Do you want to
make a good
ensure that
team,
this agent doesn't come back like my dad?
Yeah, Acheron's gonna chop her head off. And with the goal of burying them separately. Is that rude? Yes. However.
Yeah, it's 5 potency.
Why?
Holy shit.
Actually, you know, we should burn the
shit.
body. That way there's not anything for them to bring back.
Good thinking.
No, but if you take the soul, as long as that soul remains captured, and it's
They can't bring them back.
They cannot resurrect, right?
Uh,
That would Titania know. As
Yeah,
long as you
Titania
have
knows
the
that.
soul in your soul mark, so no way.
Oh, okay.
They cannot be resurrected.
5 potency, that might be enough to fix Aaron in the first place. You shouldn't blow that, but
I don't have any 5th level spells, is the thing.
Ginevra does. Or not a
What?
5th level spell, but
5th
Ginevra
level
has.
spells are required to cast level 9.
Hmm.
But
I
But-
know what I'm trying to say, but it's
that
bad.
with that victory and those very disturbing words that now what you will experience is Scorched Earth. We're going to end tonight's episode of Asia's Return. Woo!